faith, never lose hope. What's going on, faithfuls? And we're live on all major platforms: YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and Facebook. All right. Now, of course, it's a beautiful Sunday. It is my end. I'm in Jersey, so it's beautiful down the shore. Hot. Of course, it's hot. So basically, we're back with of course, the Faithful Empire that's powered by the Red and Gold 24/7. All right. And some might come in, some might not come in. And so far, you got Notorious Gav. All right.
What's up, guys?
So basically, you can go ahead and, of course, you guys' name on there, so that's where you can follow him at. Great guy. He's very high beat. I love Gav. Though. I love Gav. I do.
Full throttle.
So basically, real quick, my plugs. I'm gonna plug my guys real quick. Of course, the fellas. Of course, you catch Mav on his show, the Convo with Mav Cato. That's his Twitter handle. That's his times on Tuesday nights, YouTube and IG. And of course, you all know Coach Ron was on Red and Gold on Thursday. He talked about the show, and still got to change it. I will be changing it. Don't worry. He will be going from YouTube to Spotify. All right. He might be staying on Twitter, but he don't know yet. So he'll definitely go from YouTube to Spotify. All right. Catch him on That Night of Life. That's his Twitter handle. The times, Mondays, and it'll be still Mondays too. That's exactly what he said. All right. From his mouth. I'm going to go by his mouth. So, and of course, by his deep podcast. Of course, that's his Twitter handle, Drewski. Still coming soon. We actually just heard from him about an hour ago, and he's moving. He said, "So, hey, more better things to come for him. That's great. I hope he moves into a better place. That'd be great. Nice house for himself, him and his wife and his kids. Oh man, that's a wonderful thing. That's cool, man. We miss you, Drewski, man. We miss you, man. All right. So, shout out to our guys. Of course, we have a GM Mikey, and that's his Twitter handle. Of course, we have TJ. That's his Twitter handle. And of course, I'm going to shout out the faithful Empire fellas, called by Nick the Kingsman Welsh. All right. Right now, he won't be coming in today because he has a flag football today. All right, just so you guys know, he won't be here today. So, basically, he's going to have fun doing that. I told him to be careful. So, basically, that's where we're at with that. And, of course, you catch Paul Hope. Paul might be making here before we go off. So, he might come on here. I got a DM from him about a half hour ago saying he might make it. So, when he comes in, he'll be in. So, you catch him on 49 Faithful UK. That's Twitter handle page. And, of course, Club 85. And, of course, hoping she comes in, Denise. Hoping she shows up. She says she's going to be here, so when she comes in here, better take the floor. All right? And, of course, I know we got Gavin. There's Gavin right there.
Whoop, whoop.
And, whoop, whoop. And, of course, if he does show up, he wants to show up, it's up to him. CarCast. If he wants to show up. All right? He knows we're on probably right now, so it's up to him. I'm sure he's probably eating lunch or something, so it's all good. So, and of course, I want to give a shout out to Ashley. I know he has been on it for a while, but I hope he's okay. I know he's doing a football thing with Nick Welsh, so I hope you guys have fun and be careful. All right. Now, not but least, Nick Cork, the Shank Club NFL, and yes, he is going live today. He's going live at 2 p.m. All right, 2 p.m. That's Eastern. And, of course, that's 7 p.m. UK time. All right. And, of course, that's for the Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. for Pacific. Pacific time. There you go. Trying to say it right. But I don't know. He might be moving from Saturdays to Sundays. He might be doing that then. So it's all good, though. It's all good. So, basically, you catch him on the show today. Going over there. He said he might have him. Adam, or not Adam. I put his name already. Adrian Colbert, the old safety or whatever it was from our team. Yeah, Adrian. So he said he might have him on here. All right, so you know. All right. So, without doubt, What's up, Gav? Come on in here,
What's up,
man.
Ray?
You do your thing, brother. There you go.
I yeah,
Floor is yours.
shout out to Paul Open, the 49er Faithful UK, Nick Welsh, Ashley as well. The rest of the crew over there, they're doing a sterling job. They are promoting the 49ers in the UK. You mean, yeah, so shout out to those guys.
You got it, brother. You got it, man. You got it. So yeah, basically, we just wanted to come in and talk about a few things. Just want to get everything started here. We're all good. Okay. So I don't know where you want to go first. Up to you. But yeah, I guess we'll jump on TW71 because we were just talking about that before we came on. Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first O lineman in history to get 99 overall on Madden. Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me, Gav.
The guy's an absolute beast. He's a savage. Watching him pancake defenders is an absolute delight. But yeah, he totally deserves it. Is he the best player in the league? Aaron Donald might have something to say about that, but it's like yin and yang. They are. I mean, they're both the opposite sides of the ball. So, but yeah, to me, obviously I'm biased, but it's Trent Williams for me. He's the best player in the league. He showed it last year. He's just a man among boys, and yeah, it's nice to see him get recognised for having such a great talent.
Very awesome. And don't know who this guy is that much. I never seen him before. That's him on Twitter. But welcome in for the first time. 49ers United report. What's
Oh,
up,
it's
bud?
John J. What's up, John J?
What's up, everybody? I'm
What's
What's
up,
John
up,
bud?
my
Jay.
bro? My brother from
Oh,
another
what's
Nice to
up,
mother.
meet you,
Let's
bro.
Gavin?
Nice to
go.
meet you, bro.
What's up, Gavin?
My first time meeting you, so nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming
My
on.
boy CG, he posted his links on everything. So I said, all right, who's this channel? I've been watching your content. I saw you came on. I wanted to hop on for a little bit because I got my own show, 49ers Ultimate Report. So I had some time to talk. And what's up, Gavin? It's a
What's
party
up, my
now.
brother?
What's up?
Have you seen my profile picture, John J? I've got the Juice jersey, my guy.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, got delivered a week earlier, did. Yeah, so, but yeah, anyway, right, we're talking about Trent Williams. Trent Williams and being 99 on Madden, John J. What's your thoughts about Trent Williams?
Um, He deserves it. I've said many times he's the best left tackle in the NFL. No disrespect to the Green Bay's left tackle. I think he's overrated. Uh, I know he's been in the league for a long time. Still plays at a top tier level. The dude's massive. If you ever seen him in person, the dude's massive. Uh, he's really good. Great lateral footwork. It's hard to get by Trent Williams. You got to be a really good pass rusher to get past him. And yeah, 99. In my opinion, it should be 100. He's the best left tackle in the NFL.
Yeah, and
Yeah, yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
Gav.
can't get past him, he's going to foul out. It's going to be a penalty. Either way, you're not getting to that quarterback. You're not
Mhm.
getting there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I love TW71, man. I love him. I do. He's an awesome dude. I'm so happy for him, and I'm happy for the organization for at least having the very first own lineman be 99 in history of the Madden. I can't believe it. And I know the last Madden I ever played was probably 2021. That's the last Madden. I've been busy doing this and family stuff, so it's been back and forth for me from doing this. So I really haven't that much time to do Madden. So, but I know it's been up. They're doing ups on them on the artwork inside that
Mhm.
games. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And
So
it's nice for Trent to have a bit of a redemption arc as well because he came back from that big injury as well. He was out for a year and everybody doubted him for the half a season that we had him at first. But then this season he's just come into his own and just been a beast. Last season he was an absolute savage.
yeah, man. Yeah, I got you, man. So I know you wanted to talk about your man, of course. That's on your picture right now. So go ahead and do your thing, man. Go ahead, man. Do it.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
it.
I saw Juice talking, sharing stuff on Instagram and Twitter about his Madden rating not being good enough, and let me give you an idea of his stats. They've got him for excellent pass catches, like extreme catch passing, right? And we all know Juice has got great hands. He's got great hands, like, right? And they're giving him 72 ability to catch the ball, right? And they also give him a 70 in run blocking. The best fullback in the league got 70 on run blocking. What's that all about? 87 overall. I think it should have been higher. John Jay, what do you think? Juice 87 on Madden, higher or lower?
I agree with you. Like, as a fullback, their primary, is blocking for the running backs. That's their primary blocker. And Madden, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Madden. I don't really play Madden like I used to. Their ratings are always off, and I think they do it for purposely, because recently players have been complaining about my rating should be higher. So I think Madden, I think up, like they just put the ratings that carry over from the previous year, and they don't really change a lot. So yeah, again, like the Madden, rankings personally for me, not the biggest. I don't care, but for those who are huge diehard fans of the game, he should have a better blocking, because Kyle Juszczyk is the primary blocker for that back, and that's the person who opens up lanes when the running back is carrying the football. So yeah, he should have a higher blocking.
Sorry, I interrupt you guys. 1 second. 1 second there, Gav. All right. Coming from Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, our only lady we have. What's up, Denise? What's up, Denise?
What's going, everybody?
Aeon's going off.
Sorry about that.
What's up, Denise?
What's up,
Sorry
girl?
for the interruption.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, we just went over, of course, TW71 about being his rating number 99 overall. First time in history for O lineman on Madden. And of course, we just covered, what was the Juice. Yeah, Juice. I'm sorry. Juice. His rating was supposed to be higher or lower. So basically, you can go ahead and toss about, Denise, toss about what you think about the 99 overall for TW7.
Well, did you hear Brian Peacock? Brian Peacock on his show, he said that it's not the first time someone's been rated. I can't remember who he said, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I can't remember who he said, but he said he's not the first. He said on some sites he's 90, on some he's, I guess on some Maddens he's 99, and on some he's like 88 or no, not that low. He's on some he's 99, and on some he's a little below 99. I don't know, something like that, but whatever. I think Trent Williams is amazing. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really give a shit what his Madden rating is, because I don't Madden, so I don't really care. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, Madden schmadden, who gives a rat's? Like, I don't care. I'm like, I care about what he does on the field. Like, I think he's amazing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, yay, he got a 99. I'm like, woo, woo. I'm like, everyone's talking about the Madden ratings, and I don't play video games. So I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I agree with you, Denise, about what you said about I care about what it does on the field. I agree with that 100%. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, everyone's like, oh my God, his Madden rating needs to be higher. I'm like, does it? Does it really need to be higher? I'm like, do we really care? I'm like, I don't. What I do know is that Denise Granger is seriously jonesing for some football, because I just got done last night watching the Houston Texans game with Trey Lance. I just rewatched that game last night.
That. Yes, I watched that 2 days ago. Actually, I watched that the whole game.
I just watched it last night. I'm like, I'm so jonesing for some football. I'm like, come on, training camp. Like, we need to get going. I'm like, I'm about to have a fucking panic attack.
So switching gears from Trent Williams to Juice. What do you think about his
Oh,
overall number?
I do agree with Kittle on Juice. I don't know anything about Madden, so I'm kind of talking out of whatever my ass, I guess. 'Cause I don't know anything about Madden, but um, I do agree because let's be honest. I mean, Juice is definitely the best fullback in the NFL, and he has been forever, pretty much. Like he's been the best since forever. So, I, me personally, I believe that he should absolutely be higher than what he is. Like, I mean, here's my thing for Madden. Like, if Juice is not rated higher, what other fullback would you put above him? You know what I mean? Like, what's your argument for him being rated where he's at? Like, who would you put above Juice? Like, who would you put above him? No one. So why
Okay,
doesn't
Gav.
he have a higher rating?
Okay, Gav, right there. Gav, and what's your name again for report?
Yeah,
Sorry.
49ers Ultimate Report.
Okay.
John G. In the
Yep.
house.
What do you think about what she said about when she no, now I forget what she said for head brain fart. Oh my god, I hate when that happens. It's not live. It definitely should be higher. Yes. Now, here it is. If there was another fullback, this whole NFL, who would it be next to him?
Patrick Ricard on the Ravens.
Okay, 49ers report.
That's a very hard question for me to answer because there's very few fullbacks left in the NFL.
Yep.
I'm going to be very generous and say maybe 5 or 6. And what Kyle Juszczyk does is different what the other fullbacks do. The fullbacks on the other team are just purebred fullbacks. They just run block, and in certain situations they may carry the ball. Kyle Juszczyk is a Swiss Army knife. So to compare Kyle Juszczyk to the very few and little bit of fullbacks in the NFL, it's not even close.
Gotcha on that, man. I agree with 100% too. I do. Juice is one of a kind. He is. He's one of a kind.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why his rating should be higher. Like, I mean, again, I'm not into Madden and I don't play Madden and all that, but like his rating should be higher because like he's one of a kind. Like if you're like Kittle said, like if you're gonna like one, there's not a lot of fullbacks in the league. 2, no one does what Juice does. Nobody. No, and no one uses fullback like Kyle does. Nobody. So yeah, like
I got you. I understand that.
last
It's all
week,
good. There's no other fullback in right now in the league right now that's like Juice. So he's
no one.
he's that knife that you never had before. So he can do behind, he can do behind, he can do over, he can do runs. You know, do almost everything. So switching gears from that now. Now,
Okay.
Gav, I know we just watched the video before we came alive. Talk about the McGlinchey thing.
Oh yeah, Mike McGlinchey. I just had an interview on Brad, the SF Niners channel, and it was absolutely enthralling interview. He had Mike McGlinchey on, and then he had Daniel Brunskill on a couple of days later because Brad's a big offensive line guy, and and he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, basically he interviewed Mike McGlinchey, and they talked about his injury. They talked about how his tendon that connects the knee to the muscle was only 95% torn, because if it was 100% torn, it would have retracted back up into his leg, and then he would have been in all sorts of trouble. And he talked about that, recovering from that. He talked about his weight. Talked about he's weighing between 305 and 310 pounds. So anybody that's panicking about Big Mike's weight, let's just expel those fears right now, because he's looking good. And basically, it was a hype up McGlinchey video because he's caught a lot of flack. McGlinchey did at one point, and instead of being negative towards him, I've always thought I'd rather be positive towards him. So I've always had good things to say about Mike McGlinchey, because I believe that he can turn it around. I think that this season now is a prove it year for Mike McGlinchey. And his contract's coming up as well. Like, do you mean, it's his last year, so he's got a lot to prove. If he wants to get paid next year, he's going to have to play big. So yeah, and right at the end of the interview, he answered a question about Captain Juice and whether Juice should be a captain on the team. And he basically said yes. He said yes to Captain Juice. He said there's nobody better out there. Basically, he said. So yeah, it was a pretty enthralling interview. You all should check it out. You all should check out the full interview. It's great.
I saw both of them.
Yeah,
I saw both of them.
Yeah. The McGlinchey one was pretty good, right?
Yeah, I saw both of them. They're both really good interviews. I saw both of them. They were awesome. I even saw, if you guys didn't watch the I know most people don't are like, oh, whatever, but
Table Pepper.
Yeah, Taylor Pepper, that interview was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
on Locked
so
On,
awesome.
Locked On 49ers, right? Yeah.
Yes, Locked On
Okay.
49ers. The Tabor Pepper interview was phenomenal. It was really good. I was surprised it was as good as it was.
I've seen him. He's livid. They're giving him a 27 rating on Madden. Madden to give Table Pepper a 27 rating there. He's absolutely going crazy.
Well, you know what's funny is I guess it's because they again, I don't play, so I'm talking,
27.
But
Come on.
But I guess you don't use punters a lot in Madden.
Oh,
I guess
stop sticking up for EA. Stop sticking up. Are you getting paid by EA, Denise? It's robbery. It's robbery. 27.
Gavin, I didn't say that, Gavin. I didn't say that. Calm down, buddy. I didn't say that. I said that's what Locked On 49ers said, that I guess they don't use punters a lot in the Madden game. So like, dude, I've never even played. Like, I can honestly tell you, if someone gave me a game and was like, here's Madden, play it, I wouldn't even know how to start the game. Okay. Like, that's how like stupid I am when it comes to video games. Like, I am video game illiterate. Okay. Like, I am not a video gamer, like not at all. Like, I play little games on my phone. Like, I'm tech savvy when it comes to like, laptops, computers, like work, stuff like that. I'm tech savvy, but when it comes to video games, that is not my forte at all. I do want to do virtual reality games because that looks fun as hell. But, haven't done that either, though, by the way. Speaking of that.
Yeah, back to the topic again, 27. Overall 27, right? I just cannot say that enough. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah, he's like, by the way, he's like, I'm really pissed off about the 27. Let's keep it a buck, right? He's like, let's just keep it a buck. I'm really pissed off about the 27. He was really interesting, though.
Could at least made it an even number.
He was really, like, his story's really interesting, like how he got to the NFL. Like, it was a really good, if you have not seen that interview, I highly recommend that interview. It was a really interesting story. Like, I really like that interview a lot.
He's able to get paid. His contract year for him this year, Tabor. Contract year for him too as well.
So, is it? I didn't know that. Well, what I liked about that interview is he talked really highly about our special teams new coach. He said that like he's teaching him stuff that like our other coach, like, and he wasn't bagging on our other coach. That's what I like too. Like, he wasn't talking shit about the other coach. He was just basically saying that like our new special teams coach is really good. He's teaching him things, even things that he's not really going to necessarily use when he plays, but in case he does need to use them, he's teaching him anyways. Like, so he has that skill set in case he does need to use it in the game. I think that's phenomenal. I think our special teams is going to be off the chain this year. Like, I'm super excited about that.
Well, what was the name of the last special teams coach last year? Hightower. Something Hightower, wasn't it?
Yes.
He had to go. He cost us 2 games on with fake punt returns, and he had to go. So that downside I'm super excited about as well. 10 years he was with the Seahawks, and when he was there, rated number 1 with takeaways.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, our special teams, like, I mean, I liked Hightower like, I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I know everything there is to know about special teams, because I don't. But one thing I do know is our special teams suck. Like, we were rated like last in the league. Like, I don't need to be a rocket scientist to read that. Like, we were rated last. Like, we were horrible. Like, our special teams unit sucked. And I think it had more to do with coaching than it had to do with our players. Like, it's just, we were not good at all. So I was really excited that John and Kyle, like, you know, spent money and spent time and energy on our special teams unit. Because in all honesty, if you want to be good in the NFL, all facets of your team need to be good. All facets of your team. You can't have like you can't have like, I mean, we're a prime example of that. Look, when we went to the Super Bowl, our defense was the best in the NFL. We were number one. Like, we were stout. Like, no one could beat us defensively. Like, we were number one. We were the shiznick. Like, we were awesome. But we lacked in other areas, you know, and a big area was our famous number 10. Gotta love him. Mr. Ballerina himself doing pirouettes in the fucking end zone. Gotta love him. Sorry. Did I say that out?
While we're talking about special teams, I just want to say that we've definitely strengthened there as well. Not just with Dan Snyder, but bringing in Ray McLeod as well, because he is going to be electric on kick returns or punt returns. I've been watching his highlights, and I am stoked about that guy. He's going to lighten the load for you kids, and he's going to be.
Me too. I'm so excited, Kevin. I'm like, he is. Like, I'm telling you, they spent money and energy on special teams this year. I think we're going to do well this year on special teams. Like, I think our coach is way better. I think they spent money on players this year that's going to help us. Like, I'm super excited. Like, I'm super excited. Dude.
John J, what's your thoughts on?
I was about to ask John about the.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
okay,
he's like.
Okay. Yeah, John, it's up to you, man. You got you.
So, well, what was the question?
That's Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah. So Mike McGlinchey, I saw the interview, and one thing that I found so interesting, and it really changed, and something that Gavin, said, earlier in the conversation, is that in his rookie year, he played pretty well. And in his second year, he played pretty well. And then in 2020, something happened that, for whatever the reason, he was inconsistent last year with the injury. So during the interview, I think the guy is Brad, who was on the YouTube channel, he said this: during my rookie year and my second year, I played hurt. I never made a big deal out of it. But then when he was trying to go, rehab in 2020, he lost a lot of weight. He was talking about, and he says that he fully never has played healthy during his time with the 49ers. And I'm like, all right, that makes a lot of sense of his inconsistency. I don't think he was ever a bad offensive line player. If that was the reason why he was inconsistent the last 2 years, and also with the injuries, it makes a lot of sense. And I was like, okay, because I gave McGlinchey a little bit of a hard time. I said, why are you good at the run game but not good at the pass game? But if you're hurt, even if you have minor aches and pains, those are still injuries, So I cannot beat a man for playing hurt and putting his body to more pain. So that's one of the biggest things that during the entire interview, it really opened up. And I hope some Niner fans understand that, because there's so Niner fans who give Mike McGlinchey a hard time. I have always been, and that's why, I sympathize with Jimmy. I know a lot of people don't want me to say that, but I do sympathize. Yeah, dealing with injury year after year after year sucks. But as the quarterback, that's the position you need on the field. Other players you can plug in. The quarterback, it's hard. You don't have 10 other Pro Bowl quarterbacks. You have one quarterback and maybe a decent backup. That's why that quarterback is more important than any other position. But back to McGlinchey, during that interview, that was the biggest thing that popped out during that interview.
John J, did you hear what he said about Captain Juice?
Yes. It's like Kyle Juszczyk deserved, and I agree, yeah, because last year, I don't know how they pick captains, but um, if he's not a captain, I don't know who they're going to designate the
Because
captain.
last year it was
So,
most good. It was
you know,
most good last year from the running
yeah.
back room.
And I
I
personally,
thought the players voted on it.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, that's why I asked Mike McGlinchey that question for, because I know that the players vote on it. So I got a player to talk about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the bit when he said the 49ers juice check is the engine which the 49ers run through. Yeah, that stood out to me. That did a lot. That is echoed with me. It did. Yeah, fantastic words by a fantastic man.
Well, do you guys realize if, like, look at it like this? If, okay, so Mike McGlinchey's been playing hurt, and then so if Mike McGlinchey is fully healthy this year, and then our big boy in the middle, why is his name flying right out of my head when I open
Brendel,
my mouth?
Jake Brendel,
Um,
center.
no, no, no. The one
Mac,
who got into it with Grant.
Oh,
Mac,
Kinlaw.
Kinlaw,
Thank you.
Kinlaw.
Kinlaw, thank you. Gosh, I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm
Bravehearts. I
like,
know.
yeah, it was like, what the hell? His name was on the tip of my tongue. And then as soon as I opened my mouth, I was like, fell right. I'm like, yeah, that guy, the big guy. Yeah, the one. And then, of course, I remember that he got into it with Grant because I was like, yeah, baby, get him. And him. I was like, get his ass. I'm like, by the way, Kinlaw, if that day ever happens, could you please DM me because I would personally pay money to watch that shit. Okay. I'm like, maybe no one else would, but my ass would. I would buy a ticket and fly out there to watch someone whoop his ass. I'm like,
Please,
please let me
please
know.
tell us you don't like Grant Cohn without telling us you like Grant Cohn.
I'm like, woo!
I
I'm
got a
like,
Grant Cohn story, but
you
that's a story for another day. Mine is.
know what's
Yeah.
funny is like, he, I can honestly say that like he doesn't, he sometimes he grates on my nerves, but it's like he seems like he's gotten a little bit better as far as like his troll methods. He's gotten a little more subdued than he was. Like, I mean, because I'm like I tried to explain to people. I'm like, you can't keep going after people like that. It's like people are going to get pissed off. Like, I'm sorry. Like, people are human beings. Like, we forget, I think, as fans that yes, these are players, and yes, they do this for a living, but they're human beings. Like, like first and foremost, they are human beings. Like, I understand that they do this for a living, but when you attack someone all the time, like it's going to rub them. And don't take. And I will say this for Grant. I give Grant a lot of credit in that respect. Is I didn't think Javon Kinlaw handled it the right way. Like him going on his program and going after him was wrong. It was like, I didn't agree with that. But I will say though, the evil little, person who sits on my shoulder did actually enjoy it, but it was wrong in the
Hey,
big scheme of it.
John, what'd you think about the Kinlaw outbreak on that conversation? I want to ask that. I want to
um,
ask him.
well, this will be my last question because I got to go to my show in a little bit. But
I got you, bud.
I am not the biggest fan of Grant Cohen, and for anyone who likes Grant Cohen is listening, I am not taking a shot at him. Maybe like 6 months ago, I could not stand him, but as time has gone by, I understand the type of methods that he does on this show, and it's not my cup of tea. So, but I respect the fans and him, whatever they do. But Kinlaw, when he was drafted, I was one of the biggest fans who was angry that Buckner left, and he was supposed to take those shoes and try to hit those expectations. As a rookie in 2020, that was not a year for anyone to like. All right, it was an abnormal year. So 2021, he's dealing with a lot of injuries, off season, entering the year. In 6 games, during the 6 games he's played, he was on. He was basically not practicing, dealt with his knees. When he was able to be on the field, it wasn't like all the time, but he got the surgery. Hopefully that leg is better. And you have a guy who the job, people call him a troll or whatever his job is, and you have the nerve to go in an empty stadium and attack a man by going after his knees, calling like I didn't know, an 80-year-old knee was, kind of messed up, because you're kind of taking shots at 80-year-olds. You're kind of taking shots at 80-year-olds. There's some 80-year-olds who have really good knees and all the other, things. So yeah, you don't attack a person's, their well-being, their character. Kinlaw, he came in, he acted like a goof, but he was defending himself. And for a lot of people who do not know, because everyone lives in different places, this country's big. Some people are like, all right, let's talk it like civil people. Other people, if you talk to them that way, they're going to come at you. And then people are like, oh, that guy is crazy. So we have to understand Kinlaw was like, hey, you're talking bad about me. You're talking bad about my team. I'm not going to be like everybody else. And I'm just tone out the news. I'm going to go at you and I'm going to attack you because you're attacking me. So people have to understand why Kinlaw did it. Was it professional? No. Did it have to be done? Yes. So that's just my thoughts on that. And I know some people are not going to like that answer, but yeah, you don't attack a person. I would never go and just start attacking my boy Gavin and just attacking him because he's from Wales. No, because then he's going to come at me because I deserved it. So it's just an example. So that's just a little quick example. But thank you very much for having me on, man. I got to go to my channel.
Shout out, John J.
Yes.
Shout out, bro. Thank you very much for coming on.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot, John.
Plug your channel. Plug your channel before you go. Plug your channel before you go.
All right. I will. In the private chat.
Plug it now in. Plug it now. Yeah.
In the private chat?
No. Talk about it. Talk about your channel now.
Oh, yeah. So my channel is right there. It's called 49ers Ultimate Report. I talk 49ers football. I'm a daily channel, so I make content daily. Tune in. After this stream is done, check out my live stream. But I got to go. But thanks very much, everybody.
No problem, John, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Shout out John J. Yeah, I like what he said about Javon Kinlaw. I did look. I mean, he had some really good points there. He did about Grant and Javon. So yeah, where do I stand with it all? I think both people lost as soon as Javon Kinlaw went on that stream. He shouldn't have gone on there because it's just adding to Grant Cohn's notoriety and just giving him more of a platform. Do you mean for people to cheer him because some people think that he's the hero because he's got like this cult following? And there's no offense to anybody that likes Grant because I got a lot of friends who do like Grant.
I love it. Oh God, I love it.
There are people who love him. Do you mean and there are people that put Grant Cohn over the 49ers and it's dumb.
God, no.
Like, do you mean it's 49ers first and then everything else second? Do you mean so? But yeah, I think Javon Kinlaw shouldn't have gone on there. He should not have gone on there at all. Like, it's the same as when Debo. Hang on, 2 seconds. It's the same as when Debo came out and tweeted about Grant because Grant was saw that Debo had taken all 49ers stuff off his Instagram or something like that, and then he made a big fuss of it. And Debo had to come out and said, "No, do you mean shut up? What do you know?" Sort of thing. So yeah, the players just need to ignore him.
Yeah, I agree with you 200%. I agree with you 200%. My point, and that's why I said that, is like, I would, and I laughed when Grant was like, I wasn't afraid. I was like, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I was like, bitch, please, your ass was afraid because I know if that guy was standing behind me and knocked my hat off, I'd be afraid. That's a big boy.
Javon Kinlaw put his chest on me. I know what I'd be doing. I'd be shitting bricks. Yeah, man.
Right?
That's a beast of a man.
My apologies for bringing up the Drancone shit.
Yeah, let's drop the grunt. Let's drop the grunt stuff.
His thoughts on it. See what his thoughts are about it. And that's all. I didn't want to make it to a half-hour show.
Yeah, let's go. What's next?
So-
What's next?
No,
Ryan?
What's next on the
that-
list?
Right, that's my fault. I apologize. That's my
No. It was my fault. I brought it up. I asked
all
John about it, and I just want to get his cue on it and see what he thought about it. But I didn't make it into like a half-hour thing. But
Oh no, I'll be quiet.
yes, faithful.
My page and see I
Matt
come
Gav and yes, Denise. Now we are less than a week, and not 1 week. Sorry, less than a week from training camp. What do you expect to see?
Me personally, I expect to see one of the best training camps we've had because I think we have so much competition at all the levels. I'm super excited about this training camp. I think, like, especially look at our corner and our safety room. We've never had this much competition at that level. Never. Like, we've never had that much competition. Like, I'm super excited about our corners and our safeties. Like, I can't wait to watch them. I can't wait to watch. Like, I'm super excited to see Trey. Like, he's going to get all the first team reps. So I'm super excited about watching Trey Lance. Like, I'm hoping and praying, by the way. I'm hoping and praying that Aaron Banks does really good in training camp because, he needs to step up big this year. Like, I'm hoping to see, one of the positions I'm dying to see, like who takes the most snaps is center. I want to see who they're going to put at center because right now we don't really know who's going to be the center. Like you know what I mean? Like we don't know at least I don't know. I don't know if I'm just the stupid one here, but I don't know who's going to be our center.
Denise,
Starting
don't ever say that. That being stupid.
Sorry.
Don't say a stupid word on here because we're not
Oh,
all
I'm
stupid
sorry.
at all. No. We're just talking about football. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be Jake Brendel starting there, Denise, because they had him on the podium the other week when they were interviewing players the other week in the press scrummages. Jake Brendel was up there taking questions. He was. So, and I'm sure they asked him if he's going to be the starting center.
The starting
I-
center. Okay.
It's looking like it.
Well,
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure because I knew we drafted that one kid, and I knew they said that Jake Brindle was like doing it last year, but wasn't he hurt last year, or am I mistaken?
No. Mac played the whole season, didn't he? Mac played the whole season.
No, not Mac. I know Mac was the center last year. I'm saying, wasn't Jake Brindle hurt last year?
Oh, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell him. I could tell the name of the centre we drafted, though. That's Donovan West. Donovan West.
No. I know we drafted. Okay,
Yeah.
I know we drafted Donovan West, but I could have swore that Brindle was hurt last year, so maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, I'm just excited. I'm really excited for training camp period because I think we have the most competition this year that we've ever had, and I think come cut down day, they're going to have a lot of tough decisions to make. Because even the undrafted people they got, I think they've got some really talented undrafted free agents, and I think it's going to be hard come cut day. So that's my take.
I know we did.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry, but
I just want to piggyback on what Denise is saying and just say, I'm most excited for this training camp because of the offensive line. We've never had this much depth at the offensive line. I think we brought in a load of new rookies. We're definitely concerned about the centre position for sure. If it's going to be Brendel, could it be Brunskill moving back there? It doesn't look like it because from what I've been hearing in training camp, Brunskill has been taking OTAs the other week that Brunskill was taking snaps at right tackle. So it's looking like it's going to be McGlinchey, Brunskill, and then Brendel, Williams, and then Banks. But I'm glad he brought up Aaron Banks as well because I'll be intrigued to see how he's developed because he's never played a snap in the NFL yet, and a lot hinges on him. I think he's got a lot of big boots to fill with Lake and Tompkinson going. So,
Yep.
Will Trent Williams elevate his game, playing next to the best player in the league? that's obviously going to help him. So he's obviously going to make him look a bit better. So yeah, and then we got like the Spencer Burford, Nick Zakel, these new guys as well, the Donovan West we've just added as well. What's going to happen with them? Are they going to sit a year like Aaron Banks did? Because they sat Aaron Banks
Yeah.
a year. Are any of them good enough to plug and play now?
Well, that's why I said Aaron Banks is like, I'm definitely like, I want to see, like, supposedly the rumor is that he's looked really good and he's been working really hard and he has like gained a lot of muscle. I guess he was really out of shape last year. So we'll see.
We'll see. I tell you what else I'm also interested in seeing is the wide receiver room with Ray McLeod and Danny Gray coming in as well. There's going to be a lot of competition there as well with John Jennings and Samuel already there. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see as well. Is Danny Gray going to make the roster? What are they going to do there? Yeah, is he going to like the practice? I hope he comes out and he likes you training camp. I hope it's Danny Gray season. Let's go. Yeah, doing and yeah, also Trey as well. Obviously, we want to see what we go with Trey.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we don't know yet, and there's been a lot of negativity coming out, but I've just been concentrating on the positives. I have, and thinking that he's going to come out and he's going to light the league on fire. He is. I swear to God. Like, it's Trey season. It is Trey season, and I hope he just smashes that training camp. Just takes lead of it all. Just shows everybody how much of a captain he is as well. Because I think he should have a captain's badge this year. I think myself personally, Captain Trey. I don't know what everybody else thinks about this, like, do you mean? But I think he should have it. He's the quarterback position. Jimmy's gone out the building. Jimmy, stay home. Stay home, Jimmy. We don't need you anymore. Right, you go to the New York Giants. Whitey C wants to. He said. So yeah, yeah, it's got to be Trey season. We got to see Trey. We got to see Trey.
Sorry, excuse me.
Damn Jimmy talk.
Damn Jimmy talk.
Now, I know I was going with you guys over the offense. Now I want to switch over to defense, like we did a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty sure Denise, you were with me when we did the offense. So defense, name your starters and your backups, and we're starting the back, and that's free safety.
Oh shoot, I don't. It's like I have to. It's like I think I threw out my cheat sheet.
Oh, you throw everything out.
It's like I think I did throw my cheat sheet out. Did I throw my cheat sheet out? It's like it's my desk, my work desk. God knows, I think I did. It's like I think I threw my cheat sheet out. I do not know. I'm not going to lie to anyone. I do not know everybody by name. It's like, well, I know our starters by name, but like our backups, I'm not sure.
Who you think we're gonna cut? Who you think we're gonna keep and cut? Real hand.
It's like I think you and I think you can say yours because I think you and I were pretty. I think you and I were pretty much like even. Like I think on who we, I do like the Zakel. Like I'll be honest, our rookies. I don't know much about the rookie class because I don't watch college football. So when it comes to like our rookies, I have to go on YouTube and like look at their highlight reel because I don't watch college football. So when people are like, "Oh my God, he's so awesome, he's so good," I have to go and watch their highlight tape because I don't watch college football. It's just not my thing. Like I'll catch an ASU game on TV and stuff, and I'll watch that, but that's because I live here. I live in Arizona, so I'm like. I'll watch our college people, but that's what's funny is I knew who Brandon Ayuk was, but that's because I watched him. You know what I mean? Because of where I live, not because I'm into college football. Like, but let's see. So our rookies, I don't really know much. Like I would say, honestly, yeah, I don't know. Like I'm bummed that we lost DJ Jones. I'm bummed that we lost Lincoln Tomlinson. Like because my biggest worry, honestly, is the people that stayed the healthiest are the people we lost. Like if you think about it, like Lincoln Tomlinson was never hurt. Like DJ Jones was always healthy. Well, Lincoln Tomlinson was hurt every now and then, but
No,
DJ Jones.
Lakin Thompson, right, missed 2 snaps. 2 snaps. The
Oh,
only
okay,
time
he
he was
was
with
the
us
one.
now is because
Was
his
DJ
shoelaces
Jones
was untied.
Yeah,
And that's
like
the only 2 snaps he missed for us. But yeah, I want to know what's going to happen to D Ford. Are we keeping D Ford? Are we cutting D Ford?
Oh
What?
God.
He was supposed to be gone by June 1st.
Ugh.
Yeah, we got to pay him now, haven't we?
Every time I talk smack about D Ford, I get so much smack back. Everyone's like, "Oh, he took a pay cut to help us out." Blah blah blah. I'm like, what? I'm like, help us out. I'm like, people, that man has not taken. What has he taken? Like 4 snaps the whole time he's played with us?
No, he played like last season. He played up until week 7 before he went down. He played every game up until week 7. He did last season.
Like I said, he took 4 snaps. Oh, gee,
Yeah, I know. But yeah, but I think if we cut him now, all we save is like 750K. I think that's all we save. That's all we
Yeah,
save.
that's
If we
what
cut
it
D
was,
Ford
yeah.
now is 750K. That's
They said the only way
keeping it.
we really save money is if D Ford retires. I guess. That's one thing again that I'm not good at is the cap. Like, oh God, don't ask me
He's
about
not
the cap.
retiring. He's not retiring. He's not retiring. You come into the season, you try and start the season hurt, and you go out halfway through the season again. You will probably. That's what'll happen. But he did get a couple of sacks. I think he recorded like 3 sacks last season. He did something like that, 3 or 4 sacks. So
because he's a veteran, you can't put him on the practice squad, right? That's how that works. He either has to be cut or he has to be on the team. Is that right? Hello?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry. No, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. I'm looking at my list real quick. Yes. That's why I had that on here before. The active from the what was that list again? Oh man, I forgot that list is called again. I'm in our brain fart like I always do. You know what I'm talking about, Gav, or no?
no, sorry.
1 second, man. Hold on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little I know it's on here. Here it is, right here. I found it. Yeah. The 49ers have activated from foul injury reserve Jason Verrett, Michael Glitchy, Javon Kinlaw, Justin School, and D Ford. So basically, they would have to come on to be what's the word I'm looking for? Come on.
Active?
That'd be active on the roster to be sent out or a cut. There you go. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. Because
yeah.
you're a vet, you can't be put on the practice squad. Is that right?
Yeah, you have to be. I think you
go on the pup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You either have to go on the pup or you have to be cut. Is that correct?
You just be on pup or I forget, Gav. I thought maybe you knew.
Sorry.
Don't know.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think you either have to be on pup, like physically unable to perform list, or you have to be on the active roster if you're a vet, because they can't put you on practice squad. Because I think to be eligible for practice squad,
because Red and Gold on Thursday were talking about it, and yes, you have to be active on the roster to be cut, not POP. Yeah. So you have to be active to be cut.
Yeah, because if you're on the pup list, you can be cut, but then they have to give you usually that's where you go with the injury settlement if you're on the pup.
Yep. Exactly.
So that I do know. So that's why I said it's like I can't remember who said this, but someone was saying the best option with D Ford is money wise. I want to say it was John Chapman. I think money wise is if D Ford retires. If he retires, that's the only way we really save money is if he bows out himself. If he retires,
he's not retiring. He's not going to retire. I'm telling you now, he's going to want that money.
But here's my thing, Gavin. Like, why wouldn't you retire if you can't play? Why would you take up a roster spot? Like, that's just. I don't see
how much is he getting paid this year for $6 million, something like that. $6 million. Do you mean?
But you know what?
6 million.
But Gavin, the one thing I will say about D Ford is he does not strike me as an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't strike me as that kind of guy. Like, he really doesn't. He doesn't, like, I mean, I know everybody needs money, but let's be honest, he's not broke. He's made good money. I mean, shit, we paid him out the ass to sit on his ass. Excuse my French.
Yeah, but if we got to fit an healthy D Ford, we've got an animal on our hands.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
if he can stay fit. I know it's a long stretch. It's a long reach. It is a long reach.
do we trust him though? Do we trust him?
Yeah, no, I
don't.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
No.
And coming from an hour and a half away from me, what's on CarCast?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
How's it going, everyone?
What's up,
It
podcast?
is going.
Just talking.
We're all talking about D Ford and how he needs to be gone.
Yeah, he took that settlement, so he's on our team, gentlemen. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, he's on our team. So I mean, I don't know if they're gonna cut him or not, but
I heard some rumors about D4 and the 49ers doing something. I forgot exactly what the rumor was, but
well,
I saw
he's supposed to be cut
Do
by
that,
at least
Carcast.
June
You
1st.
can't say I heard rumors and then say I can't remember. Really, Carcast? Come on.
it was
I'm
like
just
news
messing
from the 49ers that they were doing something with D4, but it was not from like the past week or something. I can't remember. But I know I saw.
What are they doing with him? Are they throwing him a bar mitzvah? What?
I have no idea what we're doing with him.
That's my job on the show. Is my job is to give everyone hell.
All I know is that we got him. We're keeping him until whatever happens to him, and that's it.
Yeah, that something like that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
extend or something. But D4 is still on the team. I don't know why.
Oh my God, Carcast! I hope for oh my God, Carcast! You totally just ruined my Sunday if that is true. Carcast is like, oh, we extended him. We gave him a fucking raise. Jesus Christ! Somebody shoot me. Are you fucking kidding? Oh my God! I'm like, oh my God. Carcast, I'm literally gonna go jump in my pool and drown my fucking self if that's the truth. Like, you won't
Carcast,
ever
see
see
what
me
you did.
again. Holy
See what
shit!
you did, Carcast. See what you did.
Are you kidding me? Like, oh, we extended D Ford and we gave him a raise. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm out.
No, we didn't give him a raise. We just pushed money along. We've extended his contract, money back within the hour.
You know what? Let me be the one to tell you. I am a huge Kyle Shanahan fan, but if Kyle Shanahan extended that man and let him stay on the roster, I'm like, Kyle, you and I need to have a sit down, buddy. I'm your biggest fan. I support you when everyone else shits on you. Like, you and I need to have a sit down, and I need to smack you around a little bit.
He's already proved himself. D4 already has enough money in his pocket. Like, why not just get rid of him now? In my opinion.
D Ford now always
retired.
750K unless he retires, and he's not retiring.
Yeah.
He's not
I
going
don't
to retire.
know what they're gonna do with him, honestly, for next year.
D Ford needs to retire. Let's all just call a spade a spade. He's got neck injuries. You cannot play football with neck injuries. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
he just got lingering injuries, and at this point, I don't know. He's on the team. I don't know what the 49ers are gonna do, but I mean, if they could cut him, they could cut him, right?
I'll cut this off right now. Switching gears. No, we're talking D4. Now, I know
You could cut him at.
I know me and Carcast did last week. We talked about the defense and everything. Like, I got the list up here now. So we can talk about that now instead of D4. I ain't worried about D4 no more. D4 might be done. So that's all I care about, him being out of here.
D4 conversation.
Yeah, I'm like Ben Stiller. I'm done with the back in the conversation. Out of here, D4. Goodbye. I'm not dealing with you no more. You're done. So I'm gonna put my list out. Then you guys can follow whatever you want to do. I know Carcast did his last week, so I'm gonna do mine. All right. I got Jimmy Ward. Now I'm talking about safeties now. Just safeties. Jimmy Ward.
Oh, I thought you were doing defense.
Yeah, I'm doing defense. Yeah.
What is this for?
Oh, are you doing it like all of it or just?
Yeah. I'm just doing from the safeties, cornerbacks, defensive line, and I'm sorry, linebackers.
Okay.
Yeah, linebackers and defensive line.
Okay.
Sorry, go from the back to the front because we're built from the front. So I'm gonna go from the back to the front. So
Okay.
basically, Jimmy Ward, Hufanga, Tavares Moore as 3. Walmack, I'm sorry, he's cornerback. I'm sorry, my bad. Jimmy Ward. Yeah, 'cause they got Jimmy Ward and cornerback. I don't know why they got him there. I guess because he was playing slot. So Jimmy Ward, Hufanga, Tavares Moore, O'Neal Jr. Probably, I'm gonna take a shot at both of them. George Odom, and Jared Wilson. I'm gonna go for them guys right there. That's 5. That should be 5. We should be okay with that. So, I guess I'll just kill mine now. That way you guys can follow if you want. All right, that way I'm all done with mine. Quarterbacks, I definitely want to keep Jason Verrett. I don't want to lose him. I like Jason Verrett. Always have.
Oh, me too. You know what? Yeah, Ryan, I'm a huge JV fan. I know he's injured all the time, but I love JV. I was so excited when we got him. I love JV. Huge
So,
JV
Jason,
fan.
when Jason Verrett is healthy, he's a lockdown corner. He's a lockdown corner.
Jason Verrett, Tavares Ward, number 2. Ambry Thomas, number 3. Emmanuel Mosley, number 4. I don't like Nenor for some reason. I just don't like that kid for some reason. I don't like him. Sorry, I don't know how you guys
You know
feel.
what?
That's how I feel.
I don't think he makes it because I don't think they like him.
Oh, that's a tough choice right there. Either, and I know Carcast knows how I feel about Dante Johnson.
Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
Dante Johnson's like a. You know what? I'm not going to say that because that was actually really rude. I need to shut up. Okay.
It's a no on Dante Johnson for me too.
I don't know. I really don't know these kids
too.
that well. I don't know these kids that well, but I will go for Hill. I guess for Hill. Yeah, I'll go for him from Michigan. That'll be him number 5. That's number 5. I'm sure that's what we'll keep as number. We'll probably keep 5 or 6. So basically, I'm gonna go for number 5.
Let me pull up this stuff.
Yeah, I got mine on ESPN, so don't know if it's all real, but I don't want Lenore on this team. Lenore, he gets burned too much. Dante Johnson is like a bad cancer to me. I'm sorry. I know, Faithful, you probably like him a lot, but I don't like him for some reason. Sorry. And linebackers.
What you said was much kinder than what I was going to say.
Well, I'll let you do yours. You're good. So.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say was horror. I can't even believe it came in my head. I was like, wow, way to go.
Let me see here. Fred Warner, of course.
Oh, of course.
Greenlaw. Al Shashir. I got to have Shashir. He's awesome. I like Al Shashir. I do.
I like him too.
And Foles. That's my 4. Foles. And, of course, our
Flanagan Foles.
Defensive line.
Oh, Flanagan Foles. I was like sitting here going.
Yeah, I said Foles. I should have said Flanagan Foles. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Of course, I got my man in there. Of course I do. Nick Bosa, number 1. God, I really don't want to put D Ford in there either. I really don't want to. So from top list to the bottom list, Eric Armstead, Bosa. I don't know about Alex Beret. I'm not too sure if he's gonna make it or not. Ebukam. I guess I'll put him in a mixer for the hell of it, unless I find something very different. Hyder Jr., I think they brought him back, so I don't know if they like him so much or he was cheap to get. So that's 4. Charles, I don't know his last name. I can't say that.
Aminihu.
Yeah, Aminihu. Thank you. 5. Jordan Wills is not on the team anymore, is he? He's still on the team. Or is that Key? I'm sorry, Key left. Yeah, Key left. So Jordan Wills is number 6. Oh yeah, Kinlaw. And oh my God, geez, that's more than I thought it was, or less than I thought it was. I'll take Givens. I'll take Givens. And 8. Geez. There's not more here that I know there is. But so right now I'm up to 8. So right now I'm up to 8. So that's my players right there. Ladies first. You go ahead, Deez. Give me your list. What do
Okay,
you want?
8. I only got 7.
Yeah, no, I think I put another guy in there. That's why I put another guy in there. Who I put
I
in there?
got. You said Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Ebucom, Hyder Jr., Aminihue, Willis, and Gibbons.
Given who else I put in there? Oh, Kinlaw. I put Kinlaw in there too.
Kinlaw.
And Hurst. I'm saying right now, Hurst wasn't. He was out like half the season. He wasn't even active on the active roster for at least 6 weeks in a row. So I don't even know if they're going to keep him or not. If they're going to keep him, I mean, I don't know.
Who's the guy we just signed?
Oh, you mean our rookie?
No, the
Robert and DJ.
I forgot Dre Jackson. My bad, people. I'm sorry. I feel bad about that. I'm sorry. I forgot
The guy we got from Seattle, Robert and DJ.
Yes, he's the one I'm thinking of. Thank you, Carcass. He's the one I'm thinking.
Your new guy. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot about him too. So that's 10. I forgot.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I forgot about Drake Jackson. I forgot about Drake Jackson. That was my fault, Drake Jackson. Oh, man, my bad, dude. My bad. So there's my 10. I believe we'll probably keep maybe 11-4, and that's it from me. Good.
And who's the Drake Jackson? Who's the Oh my god! His name is totally.
Don't hate him.
What is it?
Who's the guy that we drafted that was everyone was saying that he could play fullback. He's really light on his feet.
Jason Poe.
Jason Poe, yeah.
I like him too.
I believe they'll probably keep 11 or 12. I know they like the defensive line.
We also have Kalia Davis. The one we got from the draft.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's right.
Yep. Damn, man, that defensive line's been scary this year. Oh my god, it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. So that's my list. Ladies,
I like it.
Ladies, you want to do it? Go ahead and do your thing, and let us know what you want from the back to the front. If you do a quick one, you can.
Oh no, Carcass. Actually, I like your list is exactly. Yeah, okay. Is pretty much like your list. The only person I don't know on your list is I would say wait, who was that? Is the guy Wilson you said in the
Willis?
secondary?
Secondary?
Or Willis?
Yeah, Jordan Willis.
No, not Jordan Willis, not him. The guy you said in our secondary after Odom.
There's a Willis in there. I'm trying to see what Willis player we have in the secondary.
I know. I'm trying to look myself.
So or maybe
Gerard Wilson. Wilson.
That's who you said. Who is that? I don't even know.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
He's from Michigan. But I don't know what team you played before that. I don't know what team.
Maybe he was undrafted free agent. Maybe I'm not sure.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because I'm like, that was the only person you named, and I was like, yeah, that'd probably be a no for me because I don't even know who that is. I was like, I don't even know who that.
I think.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah. Okay. What team?
Bye, Denise.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My bad, people. I'm sorry.
Denise just had an accident.
Uh-oh. I'm not on the screen either. I can't see you guys, so I'm on your screen. Sorry.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah, my screen flipped out.
He must
Carcass and Gavin, don't even, I'm like, Harry Mary's over here, and you two are using memes. Seriously? Come on, guys. Really? Seriously?
So basically, yeah, I mean, he must have been already a team because regular season he was here last year. So, I mean, he must have been on our team already. I was talking for the hell of it, for a camp body, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. You know what? Mm-hmm. You know what scares me is honestly, I agree with your list. Mine's pretty much the same. Except for that one is the only person I'd probably take off. The only is isn't Jimmy Ward's contract ending this year?
Yeah, this year. I think it's last year. Yeah.
He's his contract year this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they don't let him go. I know a lot of people don't like Jimmy Ward. I love Jimmy. I hope they don't let him go.
I think Jimmy Ward could be a breakout, man. If he could get interceptions, if he could make tackle, in that Week 10 Rams game at home, he popped off 2 interceptions, if he could play that at a consistent level, all 18 games of the regular season, like this guy needs to get more credit, and I think he should be listed as like a top 5 safety in the NFL. Because right now, I don't think he's getting enough credit compared to other safeties in the league. But
And Jimmy Ward is actually the last guy from the other era with pretty sure it was whoever coach we had before that. Before Kyle. He's the last one from that era.
Yep,
So,
he is.
is he the longest tenured player on the 49ers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right now,
And I mean, Jimmy Ward, when he was first with us, he was hurt a lot. Like that's what everyone didn't like him is he couldn't stay healthy, and everyone called him Jimmy Glass because he couldn't stay healthy. But he's been healthy, and when he's healthy, he's a damn good player, and he tackles like he's vicious. Like I love Jimmy Ward. Like I just like him. I like Jimmy. I hope we keep him.
Jimmy Ward is the sort of player the opposition fans hate, but the team that he's on absolutely adore. That's the sort of player that he is to me. Everyone loves to hate him. They hate him because they haven't got him, and they want him on their side because he's such a hard hitter. And,
He might not be the biggest guy. He might not jump out to you on the tape as the biggest guy, but he'll put his nose in there and make some big plays for the 49ers and make some big time tackles in crucial moments.
Don't see many missed Jimmy Ward tackles.
For sure.
No.
Yeah. He's like K1 Williams. Like K1 Williams is a small slot corner, but he was not afraid to make tackles. He was not afraid to go in and make tackles in the box and put his nose in there.
Yes, I definitely am going to miss Sharp. I loved him. Every time he played, I was all do 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 do. Oh, you guys don't have. I don't know if you have little kids, but you know the Baby Shark song.
Oh yeah.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby do do. Yep, I know. Believe me, I have a daughter who loves it.
Baby Shark.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Oh God, I know.
Hey, I know Carcast did his. I know he didn't do his. What's your defensive line look like, Carcast?
My defensive line?
Yeah. Then we did our secondary last week.
Yeah, let me just pull this up real quick because I did not come prepared. My bad.
Always be ready.
That is my fault. That is on me.
It's all good, bro.
That should be your motto. That's okay. I threw away my printout, so you know, hey.
We're not professional here, just so you know that. Even I know that.
Perfection is overrated.
49ers depth chart. 1 second.
Proper planning prevents piss poor performances. I am prepared for nothing. I did not expect this, but yeah, I sort of agree with where you was going, Ryan. I was like, I mean, to be honest, like it all sounded gravy to me. It did, yeah.
Okay.
I think Kerry, I just want to.
Okay, my defense. Obviously, Nick Bosa is a lock. I really like Nick Bosa. So we have Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw. So that's 3 right there. Drake Jackson. It's 4. Kevin Givens. I really like Kevin Givens. He's a small defensive tackle for the position he plays, but he can get after the passer. So I have Bosa, Armstead, Kinlaw, Jackson, and Givens. At number 6, I'm gonna go with. I like Harry Hyder, man. He knows the system. You know, he's worked under Chris Kosarek. I really like Harry Hyder. That's 6 on the board. Who else do we have? I like Samson Ebukam. I really do. That's 7. And then Kalia Davis, that's 8. And then after Kalia Davis, it could looking this up real quick. Then it's gonna be Hassan Ridgeway. I like. That's 9, right?
Yeah.
That's 9. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna go 12. So after that, I like. Ooh, I like Kamiko Ture, man. That's that's 10, and then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Maurice Hurst and Jordan Willis. I like it. Actually, no.
Cool, man.
I let's. You know, I'm gonna go Maurice Hurst. I don't think Willis is gonna make it. So that's my 10. No, that's 11. That's 11
11,
defensive lineman.
11.
Say they cut D4.
Nah, I don't like D4. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Number D4. Come on.
He already
number
has
D4.
enough money in his pocket. He already has enough. Like, what else does he want? We already know who D4 is. He's a phenomenal player, but he's injured, man. He's injury prone. We can't keep, having these injury prone players and just that are taking up roster spots and taking up money that we can allocate to, other players that deserve it more. But I don't think D4 is gonna make it. I hope he doesn't at least.
I agree with you, Carcast. It's like D4 literally takes injury prone to a whole new level.
Yeah, like we've seen enough from these injury prone players.
If they were going to cut D4, they'd have cut him already.
I hope they cut him. Like, come on, like
They would have cut him already. If they were going to cut
I'm not
him,
I like D4. He was a great player when he was healthy, but like he's hitting his
Kevin, stop
30s.
the doom and gloom.
I know. I'm just being a realist. I am. I'm not going to say objectively. I'm trying to. But yeah, there's a reason why he's still on the squad. So yeah, change out one of his rookies for me and put in D4. Because I don't want him on the team, but he's doing his Kyle Shanahan we're talking about. He's playing chess while we're all playing checkers. So yeah, I think you put D4 on the team. I think so. Yeah, all right, yeah. Sounds good to me, Carcass.
Hey, Gav, start from you now. Last one on the list right here.
Yeah, I think I agree with Carcass more or less. Apart from like take Davis out and put D4 in, because like I said, I think D4 makes the team.
That's a good point.
Sad but true. I'm sorry. Do you mean like I am the bearer of bad news?
Oh, that's a good point. Gavin makes a good point because we know Shanahan. They did extend him. There's a possibility he could make the team. I'm not saying Gavin's wrong.
Making the team.
That's a good point, though.
Now. Making
It's a good point.
So yeah, that's all for me.
I just hope they don't. That's why I'm not putting him there. But
Our
I'm not
defense.
saying Gavin's wrong. He probably is right, but it's like it's not what like Ryan's right. Like he needs to go. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna sign him or we're gonna keep him just so he can keep the bench warm. I mean, come on.
Defense expectation, top D. Do you think that's going to happen? Be a top D in the defense of the year? At least top 5.
I think we can be a top 5 defense.
Okay.
Oh, I absolutely think we can.
Stupid media stops disrespecting us left and right. Like,
Gotcha.
there's so many.
Lost. Go on, Carcass.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Gavin.
Yeah, we haven't lost anybody on defense. We've actually improved by bringing back like players like Kerry Ida and George Odom's going to do well as well. We brought him in, and
That's true.
yes, I mean, so our defense is only actually improved. So we've got more strength and depth as well. So yeah, 100% top 3 for me. Top 3 for me. We're going to be probably in top 2.
Not only that, let's not forget. Hello, we still have our psycho coach Chris Kathoric. And I love that man. Like he brings out the best. And like we get players from other teams that don't do shit. And Chris gets a hold of them and he turns them into beat. Like I don't know what juju that guy's got going on, but he's got good juju, man. That man turns defensive linemen into beat. Like he is a fantastic coach.
Ryan, about my defensive line depth, I forgot to add the new signing after my last one. Just gonna add 12, but I forgot to add the new signing, Robert Nkundiche, the new signing. I totally forgot about it. So that's gonna make it 12.
Well, I expect him to have 11 and 12, so I expect that at least.
Yeah, I forgot to add him in there. That's my fault.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I believe it would be top 3, maybe top defense of the year.
No, we can be a phenomenal defense. We got big time players. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. I think Aziz can come on. Like he could have a breakout season, man. Like I really like Aziz.
Mhm.
A, a really good sideline to sideline linebacker. Hits hard, gets interceptions. He plays really hard as well. But I really like Aziz, man.
And also, don't forget, we got D'Amico Ryans, right? He started the season off slowly last year, but he built into the role he did, and he got better and better, and the defense just got better and better as the year went on. So, yeah, and he's an absolute stud of a man, like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I do like a bit of D'Amico Ryans. Yeah, don't forget about him.
Okay. Yeah, probably. You guys anything else about the defensive expectations? They're all good. You guys will go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Players to watch who wins just like a nickel spot. He wins nickel spot. You think?
I'm not gonna say he's gonna win it, but it's someone to watch. Samuel Womack, Diamador Lenoir.
I'm sorry, not wins. I mean, well, yeah. Watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say they're gonna win, but these are just players that I'm gonna look for. Just keep an eye on.
A lot of people in the not the preseason, but the what do you call that before the Jesus
Not
Christ.
not training camp, right? You're talking about?
Yeah, not training camp.
Not
The one,
OTAs.
yeah, OTAs.
OTAs.
Yeah, the pre
Mhm.
training camp.
The mini
A lot
camp.
of people,
Mini camp, yeah.
yeah, a lot of people were saying that they think Womack's going to be the new Shark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he can't. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Go lay down, baby.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying, that they think he's the new Shark. So
Yep.
Podcast. Who'd player to watch for nickel?
Yeah. So I like this guy Quintrez Knight, the one we drafted.
Prez,
I think it's Quintrez or Quantrez, something like that. I think he was a UDFA. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna look this up real quick because.
Yeah, Jack Hammer's been talking highly about that Quantrez night. And CG seems to like him as well. CG likes him. So
Quantrez Knight.
got to be something about him.
Hold up. Was he a draft pick or was he undrafted?
I think he's undrafted, mate.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's undrafted. I really like this guy. I think Quantrez Knight is someone to look for as well.
Hey, Gav.
Yeah, I agree with Carcast. He's on fire today. He is. And I think, that Quantrez Knight could come out of nowhere and surprise everybody. I'd like to see that happen. But it just goes to show how much depth we got there, to be honest. So, yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like, this training camp is going to be on fire because we have so many, like, we picked up so many good players, and like our secondary and all of our, there's so much depth at every position this year. It's like, it's going to be such a good training camp. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. I mean, Jimmy Ward could come down and play in the slot as well. He usually covers tight ends, but
Yeah.
man, yeah, it's gonna be a fun training camp. There's also gonna be some specific matchups I'm gonna be trying to look for as well.
Yeah.
What are you looking out for, Carcast?
Maybe in the slot, Ray McLeod against let's see, maybe Lenoir, Quantrez Knight, Brenna Ayuk versus Charvarius Ward, Debo Samuel versus Emmanuel Most. There's a lot of guys, and maybe like Elijah Mitchell versus Fred Warner. There's gonna be a lot of players. McGlinchey versus Bosa. I'm looking forward to that one.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I was going to, guys. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, training camp expectations. What player will impress? Which player will disappoint in O-line?
You know who I think's gonna be off a radar and press? is O'Neal. I think he's been working really hard, and I think he's gonna impress.
Oh, the Texas A&M safety. I like him.
Yep,
I really do.
I think he's gonna catch people by surprise. I don't think people are expecting much from him, and I think he's gonna catch people by surprise.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Carcass.
I think that Samuel Womack is he Samuel is he on the offensive line, the rookie we drafted, the Womack, Samuel Womack, I think something like that. Yeah, from what I've been hearing as well, he could be pretty good. Maybe even a Spencer Burford. Spencer Burford might come up and step up big time. But yeah, on the O line, you know, who I want to see step up this training camp has to be Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks needs to step up and show.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's who I want to see step up on the O line. Absolutely, is Banks.
yeah,
Absolutely.
he's got to show us something now.
We'll see how McGlinchey comes back though from his injury.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to see is McGlinchey's rehab. How's his quad looking? Yeah,
I want to see that center spot. That center spot's going to be interesting.
See, that's what I said earlier before you were on the show, Carcast. Is like I want to see who they're going to put at center.
Is it Drake Brundle? Is it Donovan West? I don't know. Jason Poe's a guard, I believe.
Yeah, you know what else is going to be interesting is
Yeah.
everyone keeps talking about McGlinchey. Do you guys think? Do you think he's going to play right away, because he said he was still rehabbing. He said he felt great and he's health, he's, on pace, like he's where he's supposed to be. But do you think he's going to start the season, or do you think we're going to have someone else at right tackle at the beginning of the season? What do you guys think?
well, he came out and said that he'd be ready for week one of practice, didn't he? Of training camp. He said he's going to be ready for training camp,
He
and
said
it's all guns blazing from there.
he said that he is ready, but he said he's got to get with the trainers and the staff and see what they want to do.
Yeah,
The
so it's optimistic. It's optimistic at the very least.
Yeah. I just wondered what you guys thought, if they were going to start him right away or if they were going to put him on a pitch count or what they were going to do.
I think they'll probably put him on a pitch count. Do you mean take it easy with him at first? See what happens. But yeah, I'm hoping that he stays injury free this season and we get an 100% McGlinchey, because after what he's been saying that he wasn't right, his knees been bothering him for a while, etc., etc. So it'd be nice to see him come out 100% and just play to the full potential that he has. So yeah, let's just hope he doesn't need to be great. He doesn't need to be awesome. He just needs to be solid and good.
No, I think
That's all.
McGlinchey's going to start week one. I think McGlinchey's going to start.
Yeah, probably.
The thing about the 49ers offensive line, we have a lot of offensive linemen that are really versatile. And that's the thing that worries me a little bit, because maybe not enough experience or reps at that position. But we have a lot of versatility and we have a lot of moving pieces, because you've seen Daniel Brunskill play right guard. Jason Poe can play fullback. He can play guard. I think he can play both guard positions. Who else? You've seen Trent Williams, move to the right tackle. You've seen him motioning, but we have a lot of moving pieces, man. And I mean, our offensive line, people might not look at it very highly, but we have a lot of versatility on our own line.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. So West can play right guard and center. I just looked. That's cool. He can play both guard spots.
You go, car guys, man. You can finish what you're saying. Sorry, man. Sorry, I may cut you off.
No, you're all good. You're all good. Go ahead.
Well, it's a big decision, I tell you. Man, like every year. But I think this year is actually the biggest one I know. It's a big one. It really will be. And the only one I see disappointing on the defense, it'll definitely have to be D Ford for some reason. I don't know why. Just got in my head that something's going to happen to him unless he gets cut or unless if he
He's
starts
making the
playing.
team.
What's going to happen with his
Ye-
back? If the back flares up again.
What was your question
Well,
again?
it's not just his back; it's his neck too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I'm saying. If he goes wrong way, I don't want to say the
Kyle
bad word.
Shanahan is the one who's flogging a dead donkey at the moment with D Ford. Yes. I think we should definitely cut him. Well, no, I don't know. I don't see the sense of cutting him if we're only going to save 750k. For the sake of 750k, we must just keep him on the team and see if he gets us 4 sacks again.
But you know what? I agree with Carcast though. It's not at this point. It's not about the money you're saving. It's about the spot. It's about the roster spot. Like you're keeping someone on the roster who isn't going to give you anything. Like he's not giving you depth. He's not contributing. So at some point it's not about the money. It's literally about the roster spot. Like you're literally giving a roster spot to someone who is not contributing to the team at all.
I could
How
do like
much, how much,
I could
how
sit on
much
the
is
bench.
D4 guaranteed? How much is that D4 guaranteed this season? Does anybody know? I think it's like 6 mil,
I
isn't
don't.
it? I think it's like 6 mil
Mil,
because
seriously? Why are we
they
why are
push
we
his
wasting
money back.
money on this guy? Why are we wasting this much money on this guy? Like, he's not even contributing.
Don't quote me on that 6 mil though. I think it's around about that number. It is.
That's
Don't
that's
quote me on it.
that's still money, man. That's not a lot of money we can allocate to other players. But
I know that they
No, it's
that
fully
D4
guaranteed. If we cut him, we still got to pay it.
No. I know that he restructured. I know that he restructured to help the team out to give them more money. I know he did that in the off season. And everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he's such a great guy. He restructured." And I'm like, if he was such a great guy, he would have retired because in all honesty, like even restructuring, like if he's not going to play another down in the NFL, he needs to just retire.
I
Like
forgot
that's
about that. That's a good point. Because he had got extended and then he restructured. So
yes. He restructured to help the team out. So everyone was all happy saying, "Oh, he's such a great guy. He restructured to help the team out." And I'm like, if he's not going to play another down in the NFL, he needs to retire.
how much
Like, I'm
money
sorry.
was it restructured to? I mean, from it was like
Honestly, I knew at the time, but I don't remember right now. But I'd have to look it up.
If I had to
I
take
Yeah,
a
I'm
can't
not
guess,
remember
set
what
up.
he
I think it was
restructured.
from like 11 mil to 6 mil or something like that. It was
11-6. Okay.
something like that. It was. I'm not sure though. I'm not 100% on that.
So if we cut him, we still have to pay him if we cut him, right? Because he's still injured. He hasn't passed or something.
Still gonna pay
Yeah,
Yes.
him.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
The thing is, like, if we cut him and he can't pass a physical, then you have to pay the injury settlement.
Yeah, the
You
injury.
can't. You
That's the
can't
thing that
just
happened with Jamie. That's the thing I got upset with Jamie G. But like, so many report. Okay, he's cleared now. You know what? I'm not even gonna go to the Jimmy G situation, man. I don't even want to talk about that.
No, we're not going there.
Ryan's like, nope, no Jimmy G conversation. No.
Let's
I've
talk about
talked about it
preseason,
so
baby.
much. I'm gonna lose my voice if I talk about it again.
Let's talk about preseason.
Dude, I'm gonna try to forget he's on the team, which is not gonna happen. But damn, bro.
It's Bay Area time, baby. The media is what's killing me. The media is just Jesus Christ. Like they're
Bro, it's
driving me
mid July. You know, we're in the dead part of the 49ers offseason period. There's nothing to talk about. They're just putting stuff out there because, you know, it's something to look at, something to talk about. There's no football. We're in mid July talking about, you know, for 2022, but there's really nothing going on at the moment. So I feel like they're
Well,
just trying
guys,
to.
hang on. Let me derail the track. I'm going to derail the chat right here, right there. We're talking about training camp, etc. Right there. But there is only one true story, right, that is going to come out of training camp this year, right? One true story, right, and that is will Kyle Juszczyk be a captain on the 49ers? That's the only question that's going to be raised. It's the only thing everybody's going to be talking about, right? This year, right, is juice time. It's the summer of juice, right? 44 all day long, right? and we're just making him a captain. And it's going to happen this training camp. Let's go. Summer of Juice 2022.
Summer of Juice. I'm on that train. Yeah, I'm on.
Hey, McGlinchey said Juice could be captain. Okay,
Yes, he did. He did. He called him the
I
engine.
heard that.
Like,
Run through. What else did he say? He said some really nice things about Juice.
He said like,
Face light up as soon as I mentioned Juice. As soon as Brad said
you know
Juice,
what?
his face lit up.
Actually, if you ask the teammates, oh, I do want to bring up something because I want to know your guys' opinion on this. Did you hear? Oh my God, I was like, ooh, someone needs to be slapped. I heard this last night, and I didn't say anything because it was too late, and I was like, I don't want to get in a fight with anybody. Did you hear the rumblings of all of a sudden someone heard Trey Lance's someone heard from someone in the 49ers organization, or I'm sorry, the 49ers players, not the organization, the players, that they prefer Jimmy over Trey. Now that it's getting closer to training camp, that's the new thing that just came out.
where was this report from
Denise,
again?
right, Denise, right? You watched the Brunskill interview, didn't you? Yeah, the Daniel Brunskill interview, yeah? Right, did you watch what he said about Jimmy G? And he was saying all these good things about him, and I was like, in the back of my head, I was
He's a good guy, but on the football field, nah.
Yeah, but
No,
I was
just wondering what you guys. It wasn't a report forecast. It was I can't. I mean, it was a report, but I can't remember who put it out. It was on Twitter yesterday. It just like some reporter on Twitter yesterday, and it wasn't like one of us. It wasn't like a podcaster. It was like a media reporter said that it's coming from the 49ers locker room that the players prefer to go into the season with Jimmy G over Trey Lance.
If they're not associated with the 49ers, I'm not even gonna look at that, bro. At this point, I'm not gonna really take that into account.
I can tell you who it was. It was a reporter with the Houston Texans. It was a reporter on a Houston radio show. That he talked to some of the 49ers players.
To be honest, that's all bullshit to me. A Houston Texans reporting, I wouldn't believe any of that BS in my opinion.
Oh, I don't believe it either. I just wondered what you guys thought.
Yeah, like, dude, like, all these reports, there's different things happening every day, like, different reports. First it was Jimmy G's going to be cleared by mid-August, and the next day he's cleared and has permission to seek a trade. Like, what is going on?
This is why Jimmy G needs to stay the F home. Do not come.
Just don't show up to training camp and pay the fine.
We do not want to see you trotting about down the sidelines or anything like that. We do not want the players to see you. You are done to us, Jimmy G. Go back to the bang bus.
Let him not show up to training camp and let him pay the fine to the 49ers.
No,
Ryan, what did you think?
You get fined, but he's not going to get no money now. Doing training up, not until the last day of training camp, isn't it? When we have to guarantee his money. He's not going to pay the dime now. He's not up until that day.
So if he's not off the team come week 1, we're gonna have to pay him that guaranteed money.
Yes.
That's that. Please get him off the team.
Yeah, you're like I don't know if it's the right thing or not, but it's 5,000 or no 5 million. I can't tell if it's like 5 million or what.
Is it 25 million the guarantee or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. Signing bonus of 26.
Yeah, it's like 26 or 25. Yeah.
Yeah. Base salary 1,100.
Yeah, Jimmy G has to
11,000.
basically. If Jimmy G is on our roster on cut down day, like when the 53-man roster is done, if Jimmy G is on our roster, then his salary becomes fully guaranteed on that day.
Oh my God.
So they literally have until cut down day to get rid of it.
We're $4.6 million under the cap, which is like, seriously?
Exactly what I saw too. I saw the same thing. Yep.
But Ryan, what did you think about what I said? Did you see that yesterday?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I know I was listening, but I forgot what it was. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, what I said, about the Houston radio person saying that the 49er players prefer to go into the season with Jimmy G over Trey Lance.
No, I heard that. I went on Twitter and I found that on Twitter.
Yeah.
What, be a backup? But even Jets said he would be willing to pay Jimmy the backup money. Be a backup.
But see, here's the thing. My issue with that is I do agree with what a lot of people are saying. You can't have Jimmy in the locker room, because if Jimmy is in the locker room and Trey Lance is not performing to what all of us think he's going to perform to, you're going to have certain fans, not all fans, but you're going to have certain fans, and you're going to have certain players, probably not all players, that are going to be like, oh my God, we're not doing as well as we could be doing. Jimmy's right here sitting on the bench. Let's turn things back over to Jimmy. And that's not fair to Trey. That's not fair to him.
If we're going to see anything between now and training camp, we'll probably definitely see it by at least Tuesday, or hopefully sometime in the beginning or towards the end of training camp. We'll definitely see something. So that's basically where I'm at with that. I don't want to talk more with Jimmy shit. I'm done with it. You guys can talk how you want. I'm done with Jimmy shit.
No. I just wanted to know what you thought about that one thing I saw.
I know. I understand. It's all good. Yeah, I saw that one time, and
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about Jimmy G, but I'm not going to go on a rant right now.
No. I don't want to talk about Jimmy either. I'm like you, Ryan. I'm so over the Jimmy shit. Like, I honestly, my thing is, I just want to move forward with Trey. Like I said, I didn't even watch, like when I wanted to watch a 49ers game yesterday, like I told you, I watched last night. What game did I pick to watch? I picked the Houston Texan game. I picked the game that Trey Lance played in. That's the game I picked to watch. Like, that's how over Jimmy I am. Like, I picked the game that Trey Lance played in. I was like, that's the game I want to watch.
Now, I want to throw a curveball at you guys, just for the hell of it. Probably one last thing before we get out of here. What do you guys think about the 2 quarterback system? Do you guys like it or no?
Oh no, I was not for that. I was not for that. And again, this is coming from someone who's a huge Kyle Shanahan fan. I'm a huge Kyle person. Everybody who knows me knows that, I'm all for Kyle. If I met Kyle, I'd probably be dumbfounded and couldn't talk, because I love the man. I think he's the best thing since sliced bread. I love Kyle. But, I like Kyle because Kyle's kind of like me. Kyle's got a little bit of asshole in him, and I love that. I'm like, that's right. People are like, oh, Kyle putting players in the doghouse, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? I like that. I'm like, that's right, Kyle. Kick the motherfuckers in the ass. Slap them boys around. I like that.
Denise has successfully said the first F-bomb the whole show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Dude.
We're past 7 minutes. I'm worried about it.
I have a potty mouth. I apologize.
It's all good. Hey, Gav, Carcass, whoever wants to go next, go ahead.
Yeah.
So the 2 quarterback system, the 49ers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think about it? Do you like it, love it, or do you hate it, or what?
It depends. What 2 Trey and who do we have? Nate Sudfeld?
No, it was Jimmy and Trey.
Oh, you're talking about that situation. I absolutely hate it. Seriously. First of all, they don't even play the game the same way. Trey Lance is so much more of a different quarterback than Jimmy G. They both play their own games. Jimmy G cannot do what Trey does. Trey can do what Jimmy G does. Jimmy cannot run the ball. He can't move out of the pocket. He can't extend plays. He can't throw the ball on the field, most importantly. He can't even throw, a 45-yard post route. All he throws is 15-yard slants, 5-yard slants, 20-yard dig. He doesn't have the arm that Trey Lance. He doesn't have the arm that Trey Lance has. He doesn't have the legs that Trey Lance has. He doesn't have the build. I think Trey Lance is just a better overall quarterback in my opinion. And the fact that the 49ers had Jimmy G and Trey Lance both on the roster as like a 2 quarterback system, I couldn't stand it. It made no sense whatsoever. And if you want to have a 2 quarterback system, have 2 quarterbacks that play the same game. Like let's see, like a Justin Herbert and Trey Lance. Like Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance are 2 different quarterbacks. They played 2 different games. Like it's not the same, and it didn't make downright sense to me.
Hey, Paul, just so you know, you have nothing to apologize, man. It's all good. No apologies, please. Don't do that. You know that, man, all right? Just celebrate with your family. Be good, man. Be cool, all right? Enjoy, all right? Enjoy. All right, Gav, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I absolutely hated it. It's terrible. I think it probably stunted Trey's development. I don't give a damn about Jimmy in this situation because I'm done talking about him and he's gone from the 49ers in my opinion. So yeah, I would have rather had Trey starting last year. Just just throw him in at the deep end. Just give him those reps. Get him used to the league. Cut the teeth where you need to be, not on the practice field, and give him those doing that extra experience now going into this season instead of just maybe bringing him in a little bit unprepared. So yeah, no, definitely hell freaking no on a 2 quarterback system. Yeah.
Yeah, now I do disagree with Gavin on that. I'm glad that Trey sat for a year. So he could like learn how to do everything, learn the playbook, learn how to be a professional, all that. I'm glad that Trey sat for a year behind Jimmy. That I was happy for. I disagree with throwing him into the deep end of the pool his very first, year. It's like I was okay with him sitting for a year, but the 2 quarterback system, I did not like it. I thought it was a stupid idea because the bottom line is Carcast was 100% correct. You can't run a 2 quarterback system when the 2 quarterbacks are so different. It's not even funny. The O line has to play totally different from when Jimmy's under center and when Trey's under center because they're 2 different people. Like the way they run the offense is completely different. Jimmy has a quick release and can't get out of his own way. Trey can sidestep and run and tuck the ball and do other stuff. So it's totally different. And I thought it was even when Kyle brought it up, I was like, what? 2 quarterback system? No. Like, and everyone said any coach who's ever tried the 2 quarterback system, it's never worked. It's never worked. It has never ever worked in the NFL. It's never worked.
I think it diminished Trey's confidence at some extent as well, but I agree with you, Denise. 2 different schemes, 2 different offenses, and it makes it hard for the players on the 49ers to adjust too. It makes it harder for the O-line. It makes it harder for the wide receivers. Like, why make it harder on everyone, man? Like,
exactly.
You can just up the whole offense. Like,
Trey Lance throws a different ball than Jim. That's like when you said it makes it harder on the receivers, you're 100% correct, Carcast. Trey throws a rocket, and Jimmy, I will say one thing for Jimmy, but also Jimmy's an 8-year vet, so you would hope that MFR has touch on his ball. Like,
yeah.
He, it's like different pet, because, I mean, let's be honest. Jimmy puts people in the hospital because Jimmy thinks all of our players are NBA players and are 9 feet tall. And, that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, the bottom line is 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different levels of touch. They're just completely different. So the whole 2-back QB system was stupid.
But I just want to say now, like me, please.
Brian doesn't like that word. It was not a good idea. Let's just say that. It was not a good idea. It was not a good idea.
Denise, you said that you don't agree.
I'll wait for you to say that. I'm sorry,
Denise. You said you don't agree with my theory about sitting or playing Trey Lance last year, but we're going to find out the answer to that week 1 when Trey Lance goes up against Justin Fields, and we'll see which one is the more competent quarterback. Yeah?
Well, you know what, Gavin? I got news for you. It's going to be Trey Lance, buddy. It's going to be
I
Trey
hope so
Lance.
too. I
Trey
pray
Lance
and
is
I
gonna
hope so
wipe
too.
down with Justin Fields, baby.
Give me
Trey Lance is going to wipe the floor. Wipe the floor.
Give me some of that enthusiasm. Give me some of that enthusiasm. No, I would have cut Jimmy last year. I would have, love. I would have cut Jimmy last year and built the whole offense around Trey last year and started building around Trey a year earlier than this year. That's the way I saw it. Like, do you mean?
I agree, Gavin. I know everybody. I am literally on an island by myself. Like I know absolutely the majority of the 49er fans wanted Trey Lance to start last year and wanted to kick Jimmy off the team. I get it. I just thought because of Trey's lack of experience and his lack of playing time, I thought it was better for him to sit behind Jimmy and learn. And not because Jimmy's some stalwart quarterback and some guru quarterback. That's not what I mean. I'm saying that it taught him how to be a pro. It taught him like what he needed to learn. It gave him time to engross himself in the playbook. That's what those things are important. Like I know people don't put a lot of weight into those things, but me personally, I think those things are important for a quarterback. It taught him how to, you know, how to be a professional in the NFL because there's a huge leap from college to the NFL. And that's why we see so many people that are awesome, you know, what am I trying to say? They're awesome in the college level. Sorry, they're awesome in the college level. And then they get to the NFL and they're not awesome because there's such a huge gap between the two. So that's why I think, in my opinion, again, this is just my thoughts. I thought it was crucial for Trey to sit and learn. You know, Jimmy is not a stalwart, but he has been in the league 8 years. He did sit, as much as it pains me to admit. Ugh. He did sit behind Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback that ever lived.
The goat. The goat.
Oh God, I might throw up.
Denise had to bring Tom Brady up.
This is a pro
like
Tom Brady show.
It's like, yeah, God bless me. Like I might get sick, but he did sit behind him, and you know, according to everybody in America, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Not according to me, but according to everybody else. So, I think it was in Trey's best interest to sit behind Jimmy and learn for that year. And you're right, Gavin. We're going to see if him sitting behind Jimmy really paid off. I think it did, but we'll see.
I could go either way on the conversation. I'm just playing devil's advocate by here. I am, to be honest. Nobody knows, do they? Until week one happens. If it was better or not to sit in. You're probably right. You make some great points. You do about sitting behind Tom Brady 2.0 and developing from Garoppolo. So yeah, he's a good guy to learn from. I bet he didn't shun him or anything. I bet he tried to help him out, and they looked like they had a bit of a relationship going.
Yes, and I do believe that, you know, as much as people hate on Jimmy, I do believe that Jimmy was a good guy for him to learn from. Meaning, I believe Jimmy did help him, like when they were in meetings and like on the sidelines and that kind of stuff. You know, I do believe that Jimmy was that guy that said, "Hey, this is how you handle this," or "Hey, this is what I do to prepare for this. This is what I do to prepare for this. You know, these are the notes I take. This is what I pay attention to." You know, I do believe Jimmy was that guy because everybody loves him in the locker room. And I don't believe that, you know, Jimmy's got to be the guy's guy for guys to gravitate to him the way they do. Like, Jimmy's not an asshole, because if he was, guys wouldn't gravitate to him the way they do. So you know for a fact that Jimmy is the guy's guy because everybody in that locker room loves him. Like, they all love him. He might not be the Star Wars quarterback, but they all love Jimmy. So
they still love him.
Exactly. So, you know, he definitely has that going for him, if nothing else.
I was really worried though when Daniel Brunskill was talking about the way he talked about Jimmy G. Had me seriously worried because if he shows up at training camp, people are going to be like, "Oh my God, it's Jimmy! It's Jimmy!" Do Doing all the Jimmy stands up out and no, we don't need that. We don't need that. Keep
Oh my
keep
God.
that to yourself. Like doing, it's move with the times. It's move with the times. So yeah, doing. But like I said, to be honest, so I would have rather built the team around Trey earlier. We give him a
It's so
chance. But
I was given Dion from Niner Gang podcast. I was given Dion shit because he said he's like he knows I'm a Shanahan stan, and me and him always go back and forth because Kyle drives him crazy because Kyle won't come out and say that Trey Lance is the starting quarterback. And I told him, I go, that's because Kyle likes to F with all of us. He likes to F with all of us, and he likes to F with all the media. That's who Kyle is. And he's like, I don't like to be F'd with. I just want him to come out and support his quarterback and tell everyone Trey Lance is the starting quarterback. And I said, but isn't it funny, the Diana Rossini, whoever she is, when she said the person in the 49ers organization said, what else do I have to flip and say to you to tell you that Trey Lance is our starting quarterback? Who does that sound like to you? That totally sounded like Kyle Shanahan to me. That sounded like Kyle. Who did you guys think she talked to? I think it's Kyle, because the response was snarky and kind of like condescending. I'm like, oh, that's Kyle. That's why I love Kyle, because Kyle's like, I love the fact that Kyle's like to the media, like, I'm like, yeah, baby, that's the way to be. Kyle's like, stick it up your ass. I'm the man, and it's all about. I'm like, yeah. That's why I love Kyle. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely Kyle. I know it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right? Doesn't it sound like his response? It
Mhm.
absolutely sounded like his response. I was like, oh, that's Kyle. Uh-huh. I'm like, that definitely sounded like that. Let's be honest. Did that sound like John? John would not have responded that way.
Dude, Kyle Shanahan has a lot of attitude.
Oh, yeah, he does. See, that's why I love Kyle. I love attitude. I love that Kyle has attitude. I love that. And see, that's what people don't like about Kyle, and that's what I love about Kyle. That's what I think is funny, is most fans are like, oh, he's cocky, and he's this, and he's that. And I'm like, don't you want I said, everybody loved Jim Harbaugh, and Jim Harbaugh was as cocky as they came. I'm like, and everybody loved I love Jim H. Like, I love Jim Harbaugh. I was pissed when they got rid of him. I was mad. I loved Jim Harbaugh. I thought he was one of the best coaches we had. I loved him. But what did I like about him? The same things I like about Kyle. Because Jim Harbaugh I'm like, there ain't nobody on this planet who can tell me that Jim Harbaugh's cocky in college.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, he was. And I know for a fact he's on Michigan Wolverines right now. And I don't watch college football that much. I only watch my team most of the time. And of course, Mav, and of course, Drewski. They both know that I only really watch my team. So, and I know one's Michigan, the other one's a Seminole. Sorry, I can't say the word right even. Jeez. But switching gears onto the two quarterback system. What do you guys think about Kyle? Was it Kyle's idea? Was it a wide receiver coach idea? Or was it somebody else's idea to put Debo as a running back instead of wide receiver last year?
That was Kyle.
It was definitely Kyle. Yep.
Okay. Guys?
He's a play designer.
Yeah, 100% Kyle.
Yep.
The whole offense goes through him. He calls everything on the offense, so it's definitely a Kyle Shanahan plan.
But can I stick up for Kyle a little bit? I think the reason Kyle did that is because, like, Debo was our go-to person, and we couldn't get anything going. Again,
Weren't all our running backs injured? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. All our running backs were hurt. We couldn't get anything going. And what did Carcast just say earlier? Jimmy can't throw down the field. So I don't think Kyle had a choice. Like, I think Kyle basically was like, Debo, like, I have to use you this way because I don't have a choice. Like it's either you or we're going to start losing a bunch of games because I don't have anyone else to go to. So, and the thing that kind of pissed me off about Debo, and sorry to switch it a little bit, is he was all fine saying, "Oh, I'm the wide back," blah blah blah. Me and Kyle came up with a new name. I'm the wide back, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, when he told what's his name that he wanted to trade and didn't want to be in San Francisco anymore, it was because he didn't like the way he was being used.
Yes.
I'm like, well, you weren't complaining when everyone was hailing you the next thing since sliced bread, but whatever. There's that.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I seen the trend. I seen the damn trend after they put Debo and we're in running back. But that's the only thing was that we didn't have no run game at the time.
Exactly.
I think Kyle saw that on all the films, and he's seen Debo and his speed, and he said, "I need speed." I said, Debo, can you please do the honor of being on running back for the summer future until we get more running backs?
Yeah,
Mitchell
running back. Like,
Sermon was out.
Yeah,
go.
The running back position. Kyle used him in a lot of screens, a lot of bubble screens, a lot of tunnel screens. He was more of that he got used in a lot of gadget ways. I think that's how Ray McLeod is going to be used this year. But I think Kyle relied a lot on Debo and put a lot on his plate. So I agree with Denise. I think Kyle thought, Debo, you're a go-to guy. You can do everything on the football field. If we're going to have to put the game in Jimmy's hands, we're going to be losing some games. So I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. It's something special when we see Debo coming around on that end around play, and then he's just it's the outside zone gap, one cut, and then he's gone. So yeah, and he knows the playbook as well. See, he knows where he needs to be at the right time, and yeah, I think that the wide back he dropped that because he just wanted to be paid. Just all smoke and mirrors. That is, he just wants to be paid as
the
wide.
Question is, why didn't
the wide back again?
Why didn't Kyle give the ball to Debo one more time in that NFC Championship game? I have to say that. I don't know how anyone can back that up, but that kind of screwed us over. If Debo got the ball at least 2 or 3 more times, he's hitting it home, man. He's running to the end zone. No one's catching him.
Well, here's a question. It's like everyone, I love how everyone wants to blame Kyle. Like, did no one notice that Jimmy was doing pirouettes again? Jimmy couldn't get the ball off. Like, Debo can't get the ball if Jimmy's up here doing this. Like, give me a break. Sorry. I know my dancing skills suck.
Kyle's a play caller, though. Kyle's a play caller.
I think that was the best Jimmy D impression I've ever seen.
I know that Kyle didn't call a play for Debo. Jimmy couldn't get the ball off because Jimmy sucked.
Jimmy doesn't have the balls to say, "Oh no." Jimmy does not have the balls to say, "Oh, Kyle, I'm not gonna run this play." Jimmy has to say that. If it was, he's with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's not a big fan of Jimmy. If it was Bill Belichick, Jimmy might have the balls to say, "Okay, coach, I'm not gonna run this play." But Jimmy doesn't have the balls to say, Jimmy doesn't have the balls to say, "Oh, okay, I'm." What do you say? I just lost my train of thought. Damn.
Don't talk shit about Kyle, please.
You know why you lost your train of thought, Carcast? Because you literally said Jimmy has balls. That's why you lost your train of thought, homeboy. Jimmy and balls don't even go in the same sit. Jimmy doesn't have the balls because Jimmy can't think fast enough to change the play after the play's called because he's not smart enough. That's why they got trained. Sorry, Carcast. Much love.
You're all good.
Denise, you're making me cry over here.
I'm sorry.
Bro, this is the funnest live stream I've been on the past week, man.
Yeah, man. I lost my train of thought now. Geez, thank you for that.
I'm sorry, my Jimmy pirouettes are not as good as his. I apologize.
Bro, that guy needs to take some ballerina classes, bro. Like, what? What's he doing? Not on the football field, man. Not on the football field. Do that somewhere else. Not on the football field, please.
It's pretty sad that Jimmy's pirouettes are better than mine.
Damn.
That's a big shot. Damn.
Woo.
Damn, she's doing mic drop. Yeah, the reason why I brought that up because you could see during the games as we were going through the season when we got to Green Bay, I knew that would be a tough game. I knew it was.
Me too.
That
Yep.
weather was unreal, and how Debo felt towards the end of that game. When that kid got up and he started limping, I'm like, dude, just take him out, Kyle, please. We don't want to kill this kid. He used him so much in that game. I didn't want to kill Debo at all. I don't care. I didn't want to use him anymore.
I agree with you 200%. Like, that is one thing that I do hold against Kyle. Like, I'm like, Kyle, I know you want to win, and I know you're hard-headed as all get out. But, like, Jesus, Kyle, like, sometimes, like, when your players are hurt, you need to, like, take them out of the game. Like, I know you don't want to lose, but, like, Jesus, like, you know, use somebody else. Like, you can't, like, you're literally killing Debo. I agree with you 200%, Ryan. I agree with you 200%. I was like, you're literally killing.
Yeah.
But that's the good news. Like, that's what I'm so excited about is, like, that's why I am so excited about Trey is, like, Trey opens up our playbook so much. Like, just think about Danny Gray. Like, think about the speed that Danny Gray offers and, like, him, you know, running down the sideline. And he is going to open up, like, the speed of Danny Gray and the arm of Trey Lance is going to open up our playbook so much. Like, I'm so excited to see that. Like, you guys, we're actually going to see the deep ball again. Like I think we're all going to be mesmerized by the deep ball again because we're not going to know what to do.
Whatever media member, whoever's saying Trey Lance is a wall boy, it might be true, but it's not a knock on the guy. I think that's something that can be coached up, and all the attributes that Trey Lance is working on, it can be coached up. It's not gonna really knock the guy, but if it can be coached and if Trey Lance can learn the right way, I think he can throw some really pretty spirals down the field. And like Denise said, like the deep ball's gonna be back, man. I haven't seen in a while since.
Hey, Gav, I want to ask you a question. What did you think about Debo doing the run game last year?
I think, like Denise said, Kyle Shanahan went to the well a little bit too often. He did. So, but yeah, when he's there, he's effective. Like I said earlier about his one cut and in the gap and knowing where to be on the play. But yeah, I want to see him utilised more in the wide receiver because at one point he was on par to keep up with Cooper Cup on yards or someone like that. He was so. Yeah, definitely. Let's just stop using him as a running back. We've obviously drafted more running backs this year, so we can compensate for using Debo in that position. It looks like to me, hopefully it does. And yeah, let's just use him as a pure wide up receiver because he is one of the best wide receivers in the league. He is dynamite. I mean, he's got pretty good hands, runs a fantastic route. He's fast. So yeah, give him the ball. Just give him the ball.
The only knock on Kyle is if Kyle can be a better game management decider. Like if his game management decisions were a little bit better, instead of using your crucial players and your best players like Elijah Mitchell, when you're in a blowout, for example, like that Packers game was sealed. Like on that third and 7 when Debo got it, you still had Debo, you still had Kittle on the field, you still had Trent Williams. Trent Williams was injured that game. I think he went on crutches after that game. Like you're using your like cornerstone players at the wrong time of the game. Like in that Jaguars game, we absolutely whooped the Jaguars in their house, and like Jimmy was still playing the freaking third quarter and most of the fourth quarter until like the last 2 minutes when you brought Trey in. Maybe Trey could have gained experience from the second half and played that entire second half because there was no way the Jaguars were catching up. We were beating them.
Well,
by like
I
points.
agree with you, but what's funny about that is like, so Here's what's fun is Kyle gets hate for letting off the gas. Like Kyle gets hate for like people are like, Kyle doesn't put teams away. Like when he can put a team away, he doesn't put teams away. He lets off the gas and he lets teams back. And he does. I agree with that. Like he does. That's something about Kyle I don't disagree with. He does do that. I'm like, Kyle, keep your fucking so dang it. I did it again. I'm sorry. Jesus. It just comes out. It's like saying hello for me. It's like ridiculous. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm horrible. I'm like a sailor in a woman's body. Like, sorry.
I was about to say, I'll play CarCast. Please don't piss off Denise back, Kyle.
Sorry. I'll be good. But anyways, I was just gonna say, he does do that. But my thing with Kyle is I agree with you, but then if he would have let's say he would have put Trey in and then he would have let the Jaguars back in the game, then people would have been on him about letting the Jaguars back in the game. You know what I mean? It would have been like, oh, he didn't step on him. He didn't put him away when he could have. So it's stuff like that I think he honestly can't win that fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's damned if he does and he's damned if he doesn't. He's like, whatever.
Now,
so he
I wanted to bounce off what you said, Denise, earlier. I caught it too. You said Danny Gray.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that he will produce better than Emmanuel Sanders did when he was on our team to open up the offense?
I think so. My answer is yes. And the reason I say yes is because of Trey
Lance.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. That season, Emmanuel Sanders' year was just electric. He transformed that whole team. He did, and I'm awful sorry that Danny Gray's a rookie and he's put in a lot of expectations on his shoulder to deliver. So no, I don't want to compare him to Emmanuel Sanders, but yeah, I'm going to say no. Sorry.
I wasn't really comparing him. I was just saying, do you think he'll actually open up the offense like Emmanuel Sanders did?
Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, in that case, then yeah. Then yeah. Yeah, he will.
That's why I want to prephrase that and make sure you went it right.
Yeah. He's got that fast speed over the top. I don't think he's going to be as effective as Emmanuel Sanders was, but he's going to add in that dimension. He is. Yeah, definitely. So yeah. All right, I'll go with yes. Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. Yeah, I had to rephrase it. When you said you was better than him, but do you think he'll actually open up the offense like Emmanuel Sanders?
Yeah, right. I got it. Right. Yeah. It's my bad for misunderstanding the question.
It's okay. That was my bad. Yeah, CarCast.
What's up? What was the question again?
Danny Gray, do you think that he will be good enough or better to do what Emmanuel Sanders did when Emmanuel Sanders was on the team? Open up the offense.
I think he can be better, honestly.
Damn.
I mean, Emmanuel Sanders was great, but I feel like Danny Gray, I call him the superstar, man. Like, this guy is so fast. Like, he has a yak ability. Emmanuel Sanders didn't have much yak ability. Like, this guy has run after the catch ability, like all these other wide receivers we have in the wide receiving room. Even with tight ends included, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, all these amazing star power weapons we have, and Danny Gray can be included. I don't think he's going to start this season. Maybe he'll be sprinkled. I doubt it. Maybe we'll see. But not this year, but next year in 2024, man, this guy is so fat. Like, this guy's going to take the top off the defense every Sunday, in my opinion. Like, I think every Sunday this guy can have like a 60-yard bomb touchdown. Like, I believe in this guy, man. This guy has attributes, man. He's gonna be a superstar in the NFL one day, man. He really is.
Yeah, that's my thought. The reason why when you said open up that back, that's exactly what I was aiming for. I was hoping one of you guys would say something like that. Open up the field in the back. That way it gives plenty of time for Trey Lance to open up better. That way he have better looking at the defense better. That way we know where to throw at, you know what I'm saying? So,
yep, I agree.
So basically we have, 3 guys out there? We have Ayuk, Debo and Danny Gray, and hopefully with McLeod's in there. You never know.
I think McLeod can stay in there. I think he can be that slot guy. I really like McLeod.
Man, 4 wide receivers. Wow.
Dude, that's an amazing wide receiver core, man. I really like it.
Damn. I mean, we're just hoping that,
Hey, not even Ray. I forgot. Jawan Jennings.
I'm sorry, JJ. That was my bad. I didn't think about JJ.
That's why I totally forgot about Jawan. We have so many wide receivers.
5 wide receivers.
Yeah, Jawan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk, I think they're going to have monster years because, again, Trey Lance can throw down the field.
For sure, yeah. So I think it's Debo number 1, Ayuk number 2, and Jawan Jennings number 3. And I think McLeod could be sprinkled on some gadget plays, in my opinion.
I think Juwan Jennings' first downs and total touchdowns are going to go down, but I think his overall yards is going to increase. I do.
I think his red zone touchdowns are going to increase.
I don't know. He had so many last season, didn't he? It's ridiculous the amount of like first down and touchdown stats he had last season. It's ridiculous, apparently. So I think they'll go down slightly. I think they'll go down. Those stats will go down, but his total yards overall, his productivity will go up. I think.
And I think the good news for us too is our special teams is going to be better. So our field position is going to be better, which is going to help Trey Lance too. At least that's my opinion.
Everybody has a great opinion. You gotta let it out. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, people don't give enough credit to special teams, in my opinion. Like, special teams is a really crucial third-part tier team.
It is actually, because it all depends when you punt the ball. It all depends where you put it at. You're toward the end zone, we're about 30 to 40. That's
even if you give Jimmy the best. I mean, if you give Jimmy the best field position and he's in a 2-minute situation and he doesn't have Debo or anyone, he's not going to take you to the end zone, man. He's not.
Gotcha.
But just like Ryan said, even defensively, like if you can pin the other team back, you know what I mean? Like if you can pin them back, good. Special teams wise, like that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, but Mitch Wisnowski isn't the best punter in the league. Let's be honest, guys.
Jimmy G can't take you down the field single-handedly if you give him even the best field position.
Mitch Wisnowski isn't the best either, guys.
Mitch is not the best punter, but you know what I do like about Mitch is he will knock someone's head off.
Yeah.
That I do like about him.
He's got that Aussie rules player to him, hasn't he? But yeah,
I do like that about him.
We're picking up his contract again. Isn't he automatically renewing Mitch Wisnowski's contract? I think this year.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
It's a final year on his contract as well this year.
I'm not too sure about the contract situation.
Yeah, it's the final year for Tabo, Robbie Gould, and Mitch Wisnowski. So all the special teams.
That's why Coach Ron from Red and Gold, he wanted us to draft one, the punter. He did, and I thought it would be a good addition too if we actually got a good one. Then it'd be a competition.
You know what?
Wisnowski.
You're right about that, Ryan. No, you're right about that because a lot of people last year, I didn't realize it was Robbie Gould's final year, and a lot of people were complaining that we didn't draft a kicker.
Yeah, that's the reason why Coach Ryan wanted one. He wasn't joking about it. It was actually a true thing. We needed it.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was Robbie's last year, but yeah, a lot of people wanted us to draft a kicker. Isn't it funny? The 1 year we don't draft a kicker, everyone's pissed off about it.
Hey, Carcass, you want to take off, buddy? You can. All right, Carcass, you take off, bud, if you want. Unless you took off already. But
yeah, I got to shoot as well. I have, guys.
Yeah, no problem. You guys want to shoot off, go right ahead. It's all good.
I'll come back. I just got to go eat lunch, but
yeah, we're about to head off.
Yeah, I got to go out. I have walk my dog and that. Right, I want to shout before I go. I want to shout out the faithful.
Shut up.
49er faithful UK as well. Shout out Polo and all the boys. Shout out Denise, Tom Brady's biggest fan. I'm also a great, obviously Carcass. Shout out you mean and your beautiful mustache. Doing yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, and you know your
I
football,
appreciate that,
man. You
yeah.
know your football.
Hey, Gavin's the G man, Mr.
You're the
Juice
G.
Lover. Shout out Faithful, man. Shout out Faithful Empire. Shout out everyone in the UK, Paul Hope, everyone there. Mav, shout out to Denise hopping on, playing some 49ers football. You know,
Shout out Ryan. Shout out Ryan for having us. Thank
Ryan,
you very
thank you
much
for
for having
hosting
us,
this.
Ryan.
No problem.
It's an
No
honor,
problem.
man. Thank you for hosting it.
I'd love to
Yeah.
have you guys on here. No problem. I'd love to have you. It's an honor to have you guys on here for me.
Hey, great guy, man. Great guy. Keep up the great content as well. You know, keep growing your channel. Hope you get big one day, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much, Carcast, man. All right. And
Yeah.
same thing for yours. Same thing for yours.
I appreciate
All right?
that, man. Yeah.
No problem, man. I got you.
This was a really fun show. Thank you for having me on once again.
Yep. No problem, bud. Enjoy your lunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peace
right
out.
on, bud. Peace out.
Before I go, right, I just want to tell you that I might have a special guest lined up for us.
Let
Right,
everything
in the
out,
next-
guys. Everything, any special things or anything you want to shoot at, do it now. You
So,
get
but
to
yeah,
it.
well, I don't want to say for sure yet, but over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to get my friend to come on here. I'm not going to say his name or anything, but yeah, he's a good laugh, right? And he's been to Candlestick Park, he's been to Levi's, he's a Giants fan. Do you mean yeah, he's out in San Francisco right now. The second he is like, do you mean? So he's back in a couple of weeks. Yes, and yeah. I like to do podcasting with him, so I know I definitely drag him on you. I will, but yeah. So stand by for an announcement on that, guys, because that's going to be a gem of a show. That is right. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to Ryan. I'm going to go. I am not going to doing right.
Down, Gab, bud. Thanks for coming on, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. And Denise, anything you want to shout out to, girl?
No,
Mhm.
I'm good. It's like Ryan, I'm sorry I cussed on your program.
No, no problem, girl. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. It's all
Like
good, girl.
Ryan trying to grow his channel, and I'm over here, being naughty. I'm sorry, Ryan. Jesus.
It's all good, girl. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Like,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Leave
Shout out to the faithful.
his naughtiness outside the world.
I have a blast. Thank you so much for having me on
Thank
your
your,
show.
thank your husband for
Always have a
me.
good time.
Thank your husband for me for coming in here. Thank your husband for me. So,
Yeah, I had a blast. So
No
thanks for
problem.
having me. Have a
Gotcha.
great rest of your day. Shout out to the faithful. Everybody have a great Sunday. I'm going to go do my wifely duties now. So
Yeah,
off
do
to do
your
some
thing.
stuff.
all right, see you next week, okay? See you next weekend.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. And Mav said, "Be safe to all. Be safe." Hey Mav, what's up, Money Mav? What's going on, man? And of course, I know I wasn't ready for it. I had to scroll down and look for everything that I had put. So, all right. And that was the show. All right. I want to thank everybody for watching and for being on here for the Faithful Empire that was powered by the Red and Gold 24/7. All right. And of course, we will be back on Thursday with the Red and Gold 24/7 crew as always. Okay. We're back on there. All right. So, quick shout outs, of course, to Money Mav on a convo with Mav Cato. All right. And as the times on Tuesdays on YouTube and IG. And of course, like I said before, about that can you say it right? That Night of Life, Coach Ron, the times, and of course Monday night. And he's changing it from YouTube to Spotify. All right. Just so you know. I'll be changing that, don't worry. So it's all good, okay? Don't know about Twitter, so it might be just modify. All right. And yes, we heard from him today. He's doing good. He's moving out to another house, which we're happy for him. That's good. And so you can go catch on him and buy SD podcast with Drewski. All right. It's still coming soon. All right. It's still coming. Just so you know. Give a shout out to GM Mikey. He'll be on Thursday. That's his Twitter handle. Of course, TJ. And that's his Twitter handle. All right. And of course, definitely shout out. I know he's doing flag football right now. Nick the Kingsman Welsh. That's his Twitter handle. All right. And of course, the 49er Faithful UK with Paul Hope. That's Twitter handle. And of course, Club 85. And of course, the ladies and gentlemen that were here today. Denise, thank you, girl. Thank you. That's her Twitter handle. Great gal. She's a great gal. And of course, Gavin, that's his Twitter handle. He's a great guy too. That boy can talk. I love how he talks. Love it. Just love it. And of course, Carcast, great kid. He's a great kid, and he's just young. He's young too. He's starting out. He's starting great out on his podcasting career, or I don't know if you call it career or a family thing, but you know, but I love this thing. I love doing this stuff, so it's fun. And of course, Ashley from the Faithful You, or yeah, I'm trying to say her Faithful Empire. All right, and to give a shout out to him and his Twitter handle. Him and Nick are actually doing flag football right now, so that's the reason why he has been around for a while, and plus teaching and stuff. So shout out to him no matter what. Okay, and plus he's a Patriots fan, just so you know, he's a Patriot fan. All right, but we love having him on here. And of course, last but not least, Nick Cork on Shank Club NFL, and yes, he is live right now. He is live right now. Okay. So go ahead and check him out. Shank Club NFL. That's Twitter handle. There are the times. I might have to change that to Sunday instead of Saturday because I think he might be moving to Sundays now instead of Saturdays. But he might be doing Saturdays because the football's coming up. So if football's coming up, I'm sure he don't want to do a show on the same day the games are on. So basically, we'll probably do score predictions and all that stuff on Saturdays. So basically, that's probably going to be Saturday still. All right. So that's basically what I have for you. And about to go out with a bang like I always do. So keep the faith. Never lose hope. We're out of here. Faithful, all right? Later.